Welcome here to Blackburn Park for round 4. Beautiful sunny day again. It's not going to rain. We might as well have conditions like this.
Exactly.
Probably as good a conditions you'll see for footy. Might be a fraction warm, but I'd like to welcome to the commentary box Joe the cameraman as usual, who runs the whole show. We've got Lockie the apprentice. Nowhere near as good looking as our apprentice last time we're up here, Steve. And then Steve O'Callaghan, the #1 commentator in Sunraysia, sitting right here to my left-hand side.
Bruce McAvaney. Jeez, I thought he was #1. No, she's there's a bit breeze on actually. It's a cold wind, or cold enough wind, and it's from the northeast. Oh, it was earlier anyway, so it's a bit of something to do with climate change, I suppose. So.
Yeah, it'd have to be due to climate change, that'd be it. Did you manage to get up and vote, Stephen?
Oh, yep, done that too.
Yeah, that's half an hour of our lives we can't get back.
Threw a couple of darts at the board, yep.
So the United Kangas have recorded their first ever win for the season, Stephen, which is
in
really
the
good.
Rezzies, yep.
Yeah, in the Rezzies, yep.
Which is good.
Ronnie McKay going sick in the last 5 or 10 minutes, kicking 3 goals in probably 6 minutes of footy, including one snap from the goal line, from the boundary line.
I think they were led by the inspirational leader Benny Mull. What a first quarter, or first half. He was like, turned the clock back, the boy.
Yeah, and look, certainly leads from the front. Benny he doesn't leave anything behind, and not worried about who he crashes into or what he breaks and what he does. It must be nervous being his parents or his missus sitting on the sideline watching, or his old man worried about what's going to happen to the crop in the second half when he's all broken up. But anyway, he certainly leads from the front, and a few of the young kids starting to get a few kicks too, which is good. Even young Bondi took a couple of marks today, which looked a bit better than normal. So,
and Kyle O'Brien, he's just starting to hit his straps too. So, yeah.
Actually, Steve and I just been talking about the umpire for the seconds. We observed him last week against Redcliffe, Ouyen versus Redcliffe, and I thought he was probably the best umpire we've seen for a fair while. And we're quite shocked that he's umpiring the seconds. But as we look into the middle, Stephen, he's still standing there going to do 2 games. He's a young fit fella. There you go.
There's the difference. No, it won't hurt him.
Big blue there, right in the boundary line, right in front of the coaches' boxes last week. Walked in, grabbed the ball, said, "I'm throwing it up, fellas." Threw it straight up in amongst the fight and said, "Any 2 for the ruck will do." And that was the end of that fight in 3 to 4 seconds. Unbelievable how well the young fella handled that. So I was pretty impressed.
Good on him for taking control early.
So, anyone in Sunraysia listening that's got anything to do with the umpiring, give this young fella a pat on the back because I like him. Right up until he does something wrong, then we'll get into him like we do every other umpire, Steve.
Oh, no one's sacred here.
No, they're not. Now, we've got to talk about some sponsors. Mildura Gateway is a major sponsor for the season. Archie's River 1467 in the Sunraysia Football Netball League. Also, we've got Southern Cross, Hards, McDonald's, Davison Motors, Burns & Co. and BRW Electric, and that could be last week's sponsors. I don't think Joe the cameraman's given me the current run sheet, so I will apologise to the businesses that paid up this week. Joe the cameraman stuffed that up.
Well done.
Of course, we're here representing, I don't know what they're representing, we probably get them sacked anyway, but filming footy and Dartfish put the live streaming on every week. Great little addition to country footy. I know I've got a nephew's playing up in Cairns, and that's good for the family to be able to sit down and watch him play. So if you can't get to games or your family members are miles away, it's nice to be able to get there and actually have a bit of connection back to your hometown or who you follow, which is great.
What, and listen to our dribble? Come on.
No, so you can always exercise your right, Stephen, and grab the volume switch and turn it right down. That's never ever a problem.
I'd much prefer.
Yep. I reckon about 2 minutes a quarter will be long enough, as long as we're not on.
I didn't think anyone listened to us, but apparently they do, judging by the amount of feedback we get.
We haven't even got loose yet, Steve. We get bloody in depths of winter and the Stones comes out. Could be a bloody different argument later on in the year, but anyway. Long warm-up. They've been going for a while now, Baz.
There's a whole team of umpires out there, which is good to see.
Yep. Now, if there's a couple of Freudian slips and our eyes aren't working, Steve O'Callaghan's just come off a 30-hour shift and hasn't had a sleep, and I've done my 8.5 over the last 24 hours, and that's nearly killed me. So
8.5 days?
No, 8.5 hours. I've only had bloody 20 hours sleep in the last 2 days. It's starting to... That's why my eyes aren't working. I just don't handle the workload.
No, good on you. It's amazing the things you'll do to dodge a bit of work, eh?
Yeah, that's why we're up here, having a bit of a chat about the game instead of being down there doing a job, Stephen. That's my bloody theory anyway. So, umpires are practicing throwing it up. Come on, if you're going to practice, bounce the bloody thing. young fella. Come on.
So what's the expectation today of either team?
Good call.
Pressure,
There's the Joe the cameraman's asked about expectations today. Look, I really don't know what Merbein's going to be like. I think they've been competitive in games till late in the games, from what I'm hearing. Probably haven't got the cattle that United have got, but United haven't been putting it together and playing a good style of football either. So, yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think the Kangas boys will be pretty disappointed last week. There was times when they were in the game, but a well-drilled Redcliffe's team put them to the sword with, well, they just used the ball a lot better. I think it's the best way to
Well, interesting that the best way that Ouyen United used the football for the whole game was in the last quarter. It was pissing down rain.
Yeah.
That was their best football, and they actually moved the ball pretty good. Which, I know they should be used to that being up in Darwin, but still, a few of the boys are playing up there. But still, it took them a long time to wake up. I think Ouyen United the second half of the season will be a stronger side than they are in the first half, but. You can't, like Collingwood did last year, you can't afford to let too many games slip in the first half of the year because it's too hard to gain them back. You've got to make finals to do any damage.
And they'll miss Brody Lake today, but I know they've at Bo Swars is back this week, so he's no slouch.
So filming footy and dartfish, thank you very much for allowing us the opportunity to bore the shies and houses out of the viewers at home. And Blackburn Park still a little bit breezy as we speak, Steve, just picking up a bit.
Not the best place to be up here.
Could be a 1 goal, maybe 2 goal beneficial.
Looking at the trees, it could be more.
Yeah, it could be harder than that. The ball's going to get thrown up in the centre circle. All that practicing paid off. It's a perfect throw for the umpire. Goes up, Merbein wins the tap. Ball gets socketed off the ground, which is a little toe poke there, straight through. Swartz has got it now. Looking for someone to keep. A good little call. That's good vision around the corner of his body like that. Headley's got it. Drives it long, looking for Hullen's going to have to get underneath that, and does. Punches it over the back, but not quite to an advantage. Raisey got it right in front of the Dick McGuinness stand. And we'll go out of bounds in front of the netball courts over there. Ball will get thrown in. Front of spilt milk, gets thrown in. The two ruckmen go at it. Merbein wins another tap. Lake's not really a ruckman normally, but not Lake. Peake's not normally a ruckman, but look for that ruckman contest. Good strong tackle there. Gets flattening, down he goes. Good decision by the umpire. He'll throw it up. Two ruckmen go at it again. Shepherd's a ruck. Merbein's winning, I think, 3 out of the 3 so far. Greggy's got it. Goes down looking for the high tackle. Didn't quite get it. And he gets done for high in the finish. Gets crunched. I think that was after actually the first contact, I think.
Is he going to have a shot here? He's going to have to kick it 40 plus metres.
Oh, no, he's got the leg, Dad. Joe the cameraman's leading side of this young fella.
Is the old legs good enough?
Speaking of leading size, we had the horse run the day, Bowed In. She didn't quite salute. She didn't come about 4th. But no, it'll come good. Don't you worry about that. We'll be down at the down the city. Well, he's making the round the corner with the big left. He got the legs easy enough, but just pushed it.
One behind of the Kangas.
We had a bit of a go at us last week, Steve, in the fortnight. We might have been getting a little bit one side and barracking a bit, and look, we'd like to apologise for that, but we're just not gonna, because that's not what we do.
Yeah, no,
trained by Eddie Maguire, we are one-sided as they come.
Received plenty of advice from
good hands.
Oh, Lonnie Hampton round the corner. He's inside 40, goes for home. Dallas Willsmore takes the mark right in front of the goals. He's going to be on a hell of an angle, but
now's the time to be running around. There's no one there.
Turn of pace from Hampton there. That's hard to stop. He's going to check side it through the goals. Yes, he has.
Left foot up. Dream corner for the left foot up.
Don't know anything about that. First goal to the Kangas. That won't hurt their confidence. After last week, they need to get back on the board.
Well, the last 2 games, they haven't scored till deep into the second quarter, really. Like, kicking goals, they've been quite slow on the start, but not so much today. Our expat and Damien Hall, I believe, is the coach of Merbein, Stephen?
Yes.
Yep.
Look forward to some of his
The
animated speeches at quarter and half time and etc.
I can go at it. No one really wins that. Going to be another ball up, I think. Yeah, Hawley's been well travelled. He's been up to Darwin for a little while, and Alice Springs, and back to Mildura. So he's done a bit of coaching all the way along. So good to see him involved with the club up there.
Yep, hard at player. So if he instills that into his troops, then he'll be going all right, I think.
Too high.
Yeah, free kick to Merbein. Was it young Stevens, is it? He's going to have to kick from 50.
Looks like he doesn't mind his chances from there. Which way is that wind going, Stephen? It's going into it, isn't it, there?
Yeah, I think it's out the north. It's in the north anyway. Well,
Better turn me phone off, that's a box.
Getting advice. Merbein now. He's going to kick from 50. He loads up. Oh, it's a nice looking leg. Big dock, and Cox over the back punches it through. One behind for Merbein. Josh Gregg will take the kick in now. Size him up. He goes on the left boot down the middle. Oh, big Perella nearly takes it. Off to Swartz, who turns around, turns inside. Kicking towards the centre of the field, looking for Monaghan. Tap to Mead. Mead kicks it high, looking for Willsmore or Hullen. Willsmore it is. Kicked away from him. Oh, geez, some good body going on. Hampton swoops on it. Goes round the corner looking for Tom Headley.
That's a good kick.
Very classy by Hampton.
Weighted that beautifully, didn't?
Headley's on the right forward pocket for the Kangas. He's generally a good kick. He's just got that breeze probably pushing across it. He'll probably have to go to the left-hand goal post, I'd suggest, but he'll have a shot. Oh, he's towed her. The flying taps over the boundary line. Deep in the forward pocket for the Kangas. Jeez.
Ball gets thrown in, right over hard against the point post. Thrown United. Good throw in, nearly to the centre of the ground, which is good. Pete goes in the ruck contest again, which is not his normal place, but ball's like a ping pong ball going round. Oh, good attack on the footy there, but couldn't get through the pack. I'm not sure who that was getting up there, Steve. Well, got a free kick out of that.
Yep, Bo Swartz with the boot.
I tell you what, the reason he's got that ball for any of these young people watching is he hit that pack at 100 mile an hour. You've got a choice. You either tackle them, and it doesn't matter where you get them, give away free kicks, or they get away with a free footy. So, you know, that's
what he did.
Good lesson there for young fellas. If you're going to hit the bottom of the pack, you've got to be doing it flat out.
And he does that well, actually. Swartz now, stabs at it. Little stabby, and he's missed her. I don't think he kicked through that.
No, you and I would have been flat out to kick that fast, Steve, and his little stab kick.
I would have had to have the wind behind me to kick that.
And our third commentator normally comes up fairly quick. He's decided he's going to stay and have a beer for this whole quarter, Steve, so we're going to be on our own.
That's all right. People can suffer through us.
Scoop gets it, hits it fairly well front and square. Oh, can't quite pick it up, got the fumbles. Oh, quick kick. Unloaded just to get rid of it, and I think that was within the timing because it affected the kick. The ball will get thrown in over near the Valance sign.
Valance Constructions. The ball in. Peake's obviously taking the ruck for the Kangas in that area. Ball's on the ground, she's hot potato. Oh, Umpy says grabbed me ankle, so it's going to be a free kick to Hills, I think. Hills?
He'd be the only umpire young enough to lift his leg up like that and make a call like that one, Steve. I reckon the other team might be a bit older to be lifting the leg that high.
I might be a bit older than you or I. He goes short and finds Brinsmead. He's deep in the back pocket still. He plays on. Hullen tries to smother him. Oh, another good use of the ball. Well, you've got to be spot on when the pressure's on, and he has been. Merbein now from the back 50.
Another good
and
kick.
It goes back to our man again in Hills.
Captain.
Back through the middle. They linked that well, and now they're going straight for the forward line to kick. Well done there by Merbein. They set that up just with a bit of measured passing in the back line, and the big fella, Lockeel, is it? Yep. He's going to have a shot on goal from probably 30 metres out.
All these regular changes, pulling on and off the bench.
Yeah.
Oh, he's kicked that nice. Straight off the booty like that one.
He's a fairly heavy looking bloke, but they've got him at full forward for a reason. Obviously he can kick a ball. So
1 goal apiece. Man United. And Merbein.
that was good use by the Magpies then. That was from that Brinsmead, Hills and McGregor that used the ball through the middle really well then to give it to the full forward. Perella goes at it and taps it down, grabbed by Hills again, so he's the man you got to watch.
Getting plenty of it.
Yep. Perella taps it down to Willsmore. He goes in underneath it. It's held up again. Umpy says mine. Still in the centre of the ground.
Listen to the talk from Merbein. It's actually pretty impressive actually out there. All he's got them communicating really well. Ball comes out. Scoop's got that. I've got the fumbles again, Scoop. Things you don't normally as clean as buggery.
Yeah.
This time he didn't quite get it.
Merbein have a shot.
Oh, well punched by Cox. The last second. Right in front of the Billy Buff scoreboard, the old original one.
The former.
The former.
Site. The former site.
That used to be, I used to love kicking from out that side, Steve, because when I got level with that, I was
fine.
actually within range. I had about 25 yards the goal square from there. It's a free kick.
Oh no, another one to the big fellow at full forward for Merbein. So they've got back on top of you.
Haven't had a lot of the football in this game so far, but they're certainly doing a bit of damage for a little bit of time they've had. Pulled that one.
Oh, he's pulled up.
Come on, he tried to convince umpire, but nothing doing there. We got a professional.
He's a big heavy fella, but he must be able to kick a ball, or otherwise Mr. Hall wouldn't have him there, I can tell you now.
Probably not one of the most conventional kickers in the footy, but didn't miss too many targets with that unauthorised kick, just the same.
Unauthorised elbows.
Yep. Greggy kicks it long, right out wide looking for Cox. Can't quite get it, goes underneath the ball. Well roved by Merbein, hands out the back, beautifully crabbed out. Gets corralled by Scoop, can't quite get it. And
well done.
Front and square was Smithy, but couldn't quite get it either. Around the corner, hacked around, get under that and play fair. Cox going to have to go again. Good body work from the full forward. And he didn't grab the first grab of that, but they've paid the mark. And this will be his third shot for goal in probably 7 or 8 minutes.
No less, yeah. He's proven a bit of a handful for Stanley Cox just on his sheer bulk, I suppose.
Good push out. Had Cox off balance right from the word go. Missed another one. Well, maybe he's the right bloke to be up there for us, Steve. You're going to miss a couple. Hills Willsmore looks confused. He's been asked to give someone some directions and he got no idea what he's already forgotten what was said.
No,
Come on, Pills, switch on.
He's too obsessed with the pink shirt of the runner of Merbein. That's why he wants one of them pink shirts, I'd say.
Yeah. Let him. He's actually run the screen there now. All gets up. Looking for Dell, can't get it. Oh, well done. He actually left that nice. Peake's got that.
Oh, how do you want it,
he dropped it. He normally wouldn't get them. Oh, he won't be happy with that little thing. That could be nearly holding the ball, not called. Oh, good tackle. Well done, Scoop. That's dropping the footy again. That's 2 of them. Umpire swallowed the whistle.
There's a couple of decisions in there.
Yeah, it could have been, but if you're going to let the first one go, you're going to let the next 2 or 3 go. Happy with that? Good tap. Straight to Willsmore. Can't quite get it out. There'll be another throw up.
50-metre line for the Kangas.
No, tap doesn't go to anyone in particular, comes straight down. Merbein dive on it, which could have been grabbed and held. Good little toe poke by Morris going forward, gets thrown forward. Wasn't Peake, sorry, it was Swartz, was it? Oh, that was a pretty hot one.
Hey, he's all
and 50.
He's 50. Wow, he's
this is one thing this umpire did a lot of last week, Steve. Absolutely zero tolerance for any lip, and I like that too.
Hey,
That's your television needs to take a little, and that should be another 50 for Duck actually being involved in that. He's not allowed to be anywhere near that person when he's running back for that 50-metre mark.
Hey, righto.
Any contact there whatsoever, it's an automatic 50. Anyway, so Ruckman go. Cox with a big punch. Folds it up nice. Handball comes out. Oh, well done, Morris. Good desperation. Couldn't quite get it. Tackle not quite there. Morris, no, it was Brown goes out and gets a free kick for not having the footy.
Yep.
Didn't quite take possession, which was well done. Brown, nice little kick into Grace. Gracie's generally a fairly long user of the footy. Hasn't got many easy options.
Come down this
side. He's going to have to chip down the line.
Yep.
Oh, not quite taken. Oh, well done. Grabbed out Backley nice there. Chips it sideways, get underneath that and play fair. Yeah, good tackle, good tackle.
Well done, Adam Grace. Rowe
was off then.
He was off.
Yeah, tap one again.
Taps it over. Grabbed by Merbein. Only as far as Josh Gregg. Good talking, I think. Gregg kicks around the corner looking for Willsmore in the centre of the ground. Willsmore.
Bloody left-footed, look for left-footed.
Yeah, he wheels onto his left foot. No, he goes the hands across to Tim Gloucester. Gloucester goes forward down towards Peake. He uses his body, but it comes to the ground. Grabbed by Mead. Back to Adam Morris, back to Mead, back to Tate Hullen. Hullen goes for home.
Wounded duck, but he's kicked it.
Yes.
Oh, wounded duck.
Yeah, it doesn't.
He's dislocated his finger. Joe the Cameron's called it.
Yep.
He's got a fairly sore-looking hand. He's actually got a bit of Dane Swan about him the way he shuffles along, I reckon. So he's got that same sort of waddle up.
And covered in tattoos. I see why you'd love him.
All over that day.
Collingwood bloody clowns, eh?
No, an absolute god he was. I'd love to sit down with him in the bar and have a few beers and talk about some of the wild stuff he used to get up to, Steve. I reckon it'd be fairly entertaining.
Oh, God, it's just
Who kicked their first goal? Dallas. Yep, just going to mark a couple down. 2 goals to 1. We've been had some chances.
Perella and Brigette. The ruckman go at it. Tap down. Oh, rove by Grace. Joel Grace, that is. Across to Harry Scott. He's got it on the near side wing. Little grubber forward. Oh, Adam Morris put himself over the top of it. He had to. He's done a couple of good things in the last 5 seconds.
He has actually, yeah. He's been good.
The ruckman, tap it down. Rowe goes without it. Back onto Adam Morris. He's over the top of it. Nearly hatching it.
It's close. I've seen that called at times. Glad it's not, but I've seen it called.
Perella wins it, but only as far as the Merbein ruckman, who gives beautiful hands, but only
good
as far
hands.
as Grace. Willsmore now. Wheels around on the left foot. Looking for Swartz. He's out there in the 30
Write it
metres
down.
out.
Write it down. Write it down.
I was too busy watching. That was just, you knew it was going to happen.
Second he had a yard of his opponent. He didn't even look at the goals. He just knew exactly where they were. That's good footy.
Bo Swartz. Well done by Willsmore to kick it over the back to him.
No. Second that hit the ground and he got back on his feet, you knew that was going to be a goal. It was never going to be a hand-off.
He does. And he's
Still, we've got a gun full forward. I'd like to see us use him a little bit better. At the moment, we just keep sticking it on his head.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a little while too. Old habit.
It gets thrown up. Turek will go at it.
Perella
wins that one pretty easy this time, and it goes down as far as Rowe. Rowe gets it. Good handball out. Quick handball. Ouyen to go to the ball instead of covering the men again. Ball gets chipped out wide with the left foot. Cox in the box seat. He picks it up. Good little half volley. Gets a handball, but not quite clear enough. Merbein in the box seat here. And we've kicked another behind, I believe. No, it's not even going. Going to go out of bounds. Well done to Declan. Should have even been called for a throw almost there. But
no, the other bloke had his arm. The other bloke had his arm, mate.
Ball will get thrown in front of the ex-Billy Buff stand. It's thrown in. 2 ruckmen to go at it again. Brella in the box, so gets pushed out. No call. He goes back in after. Good handball out the back.
Davey.
Davey's got it. Oh, he just dropped that really awkward then.
Oh.
That's a good drop. Well done to Brown there, getting that ball to ground. The
Yeah,
finish.
he did, because it was easier mark to Merbein, and Simon Brown made it look like a genuine attempt. Corella wins it again. Joel Grace. Oh, what's happening here? He gets a free kick.
Rose got it, I think.
Oh, it's Merbein. Ash Rowe.
Must admit, I was looking down at my sheet, Steve, and I can't. We need the replay. Joe, the cameraman, we need that replay so we can see what's going on.
Yeah, sorry, I thought Grace was the one infringed, but apparently he was the infringer. So, Ashley Rowe from 40 metres will have to kick this. The old tractor legs are good enough. No, one behind.
3 goals, 220 to 1 goal, 410. I think in order to get let off a little bit here, Merbein could have kicked. Well, they probably had 3 fairly easy shots, really.
Yeah.
Out of those 4.
She could be a tighter game than it is at the minute. Oh, well taken by Perella to Morris and over the top, but grabbed by this young fella in hooker. He was pretty agile.
He looks fairly fleet of fit for a start again. But too many hours on the track, that one.
Tongue to
Oh,
Arden.
wounded duck, Greg.
Yeah.
Well read. In a good spot.
Yep. Headley at centre half back for the Kangas takes the mark.
Already got the votes.
Already got me vote.
Steve O'Callaghan loves him. In front of the O'Connors sign. Now in front of the Fenton, the Egg Tech sign.
Oscar Smith's the big one.
Oh! Good contest though, just the same.
Well read by Sam Mead, but he's in over the top of it.
Dragged it in too.
Yeah, you've got to be careful there, Samuel. Wow. That still looks, mate.
Yeah. Tate Hullen with the contest in the ruck, a good win. Oh,
Gee whiz,
Morris,
bulldozing his way
what else
through.
should he do?
Yep, Arden it was. He tried to do a bit too much. And the
Wills
free
more
kick
will
to
end up with
Wills
it, but,
yep.
but Morris is the one that actually held him up in the first place, which was pretty important.
Dallas Wills more directly in front, 40 metres out. He's got a beautiful left leg, but that breeze, looking at the trees.
We can
he's
cut to a
stiff
break.
enough.
We can cut to a break, Barry, if you like. We write this one in.
Yeah, you're confident, are you?
Write it in, cut to a break.
Oh, good on you. We'll have another one while we wait.
Oh, he pulled it.
Gee whiz, you
Jesus,
jinxed him.
I'm
You
Aussie.
bloody jinxed him. It's your
How
fault.
you going, Joe? So the cameraman, he needs bloody, like Reggie doing, you can see him just shaking there, he just needs one to settle his nerves a little bit. Who's Carlton got? They already played this week?
2 in a row or whatever they want, yeah.
What
The kick in by Merbein down to the near side wing in front of the crowd. The big fly, but it comes to ground. Davey goes through without it.
Ooh.
Harry Scott, that's... Oh, and he
Yeah.
gets dumped after it. Surely you can reverse. Merbein. Oh, hello. What's he... He's going to 50 now. Must have overrun the mark, was it?
Not really sure what that's for, missed that one.
37.
Don't think I'd like to be buying real estate off him, that's about 35.
Haven't got his number 37, sorry. The kick forward for thing, and
good
Declan
grab.
Anderson, the big rock, cuts in front of their big full forward, takes the mark off to his coach in Greg, cross to Cox. Cox loads up and goes down the near side wing, but kicks it straight to Merbein. The beautiful left foot, I think it's Arden, kicks it in.
Well done.
Grabbed by Greg over the top to Anderson. Declan Anderson finds Hampton. Hampton in the far back flank for the Kangas, or the closest back flank I should say.
So the Jardine boys, if you're watching this game, I said to you from week 1, Declan Anderson, get him in there, and he's been pretty good at the 2-3 chances he's had the last 2 weeks. He's been good. Oh, it could have really been done for holding the ball, but not. Handball at the back, well done. Oh, and dumped after he's got rid of it. Edley should have got it downfield and not paid. Oh, handball attempt. Could have nearly been done. But wasn't. 2 umpires are fighting over it. Come on, boys, you get paid no matter what happens. Ruckman will throw it up. Perella gets an easy tap. He's been penalised for what?
I don't know, being too big against the other ruckman. What was that for?
Not sure what that. I didn't actually see the umpire make a signal, so I don't know.
McGregor it is.
Might have called for shepherding, maybe.
It comes to the near side. Looking for Dodds, and Dodds has got it for Merbein. It's called a play on across to our little speed man. He goes back to McGregor with the man bun. He seems to be fairly agile for a fairly tall sort of dude.
What would you do if Lockie came home with a man bun, Stephen?
Yeah, his hair will fall out before then, I guarantee you. Perella down to, who come through there? Schwartz, was it? Grabbed by McGregor again, around the corner. Oh, what's that for? Free kick downfield.
No one knows that's downfield. It's actually affected the kick, which means that's good timing. Cox going to have to peel off his man here, which is a handball over the top.
That was an easy one for Merbein.
That's his second.
Lockhill.
Free kick Merbein in the middle, Tony.
Why?
Free kick Merbein.
Why is it free kick from Merbein in the middle? After the all clear, this is actually supposed to be another shot from goal from where the football was.
Yeah.
It isn't supposed to go back there.
So Ashrow gets... and they're giving a 50 now to Schwartz. The umpies don't know what they're doing, but they give... Ashrow's going to now have a shot straight out of the middle from about 40 metres. So there's been some undisciplined stuff by the Kangas. Yep, Schwartz must have mouthed off because he's coming off, so... not good enough there. Ashrow gets a shot from 40 metres directly in front. So they could double up here. It comes forward. Oh, marked by McGregor. No one contested with him. A bit rattled. United. They're disappointed with themselves. You can see their heads hanging. How they recover from that sort of...
No, it's not ideal.
No.
He's missed it. No, he hasn't.
Oh, he snuck it through. So that's a big win for Merbein, and scores won't be far off level, or they'll be in front, will they?
I think they'll be in front. 2 goals in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, 1 point
Yeah, my
front.
understanding of the rules, any infringement after the all clear is actually a kick from where the last kick was taken, which would be right in front of the goals.
Yeah, well,
that was my idea. I remember, buddy. I remember young buddy Rowan Gregg giving that one twice down here one time. Bloke kicked the goal. They kept mouthing off, give him another shot from the goal square, kept mouthing off, give him another one.
yeah, well, that's...
Well within the rules. I've seen it happen in AFL, so it does happen.
Yeah, okay. Willsmore over to Headley in the middle. He gathers it and he's tackled
Never
without gathering it. Row it is, kicks it forward. They've got to talk. Greg gets through, gets onto his favoured left, looking for Hulland at centre half forward. Presenting well. Tate Allen goes back looking for Peake. He's back on the ground. He wheels around. Off to Adam Morris on his left boot. Goes for goal. Oh, and it's cut off there by Akis. Is that how you say that? Yep. Akis kicks it forward.
Looks like Hawley's been teaching him how to kick. Very similar double-handed drop there, but very effective.
Kicks it forward.
Oh, that's a free
they're
kick.
using the ball. It is a free kick. Joel Grace ran at him. I was off the ball. Mervein's just got the upper hand since that undisciplined play. This McGregor's going to be a handful. Scoop Morris can't gather it. Well rove by
Oh, how did you get rid of that?
Grimsmead, but it's quarter time and Merbein have got themselves back into this game.
3-3, 21 to 3 goals, 4-22. And the first half of this quarter was all Ouyen United, and it was a matter of how far. The second half has been seen Merbein kick a couple of very quick goals at the finish and probably missed 3 that they should have kicked.
Yeah.
So you'd almost say, look, it's only 1 point the difference, but you'd say Merbein certainly in front at quarter time.
Yeah. They've, you could say that teams evenly matched, but they're probably just using the ball a bit better.
Anyway, we'll see what happens in the second quarter.
Just 2. Where's the third?
We need a third microphone, Baz.
You have a go at three-quarter time.
I've, after a little bit of a chat there at halfway through that quarter about the man bun, what would you do if you Lockie come home with a man bun? We've had a little bit of feedback from the open line. Old KB's not very happy about me having a crack at the man bun.
He doesn't understand that people weren't real happy with him for having a man bun for 10 years.
Honestly, it's one of those things, KB. I can't believe you're doing it. Can't believe you're doing it. Steve and I are both jealous. We're both bald as Birdie Eagles. So.
Brody Grundy would have been a bloody good ruckman if he had
the man bun just gives it away. Yeah. It does completely.
Mind you, this McGregor bloke thought Merbein can play.
We're going to start this quarter again thanks to Filming Footy and Dartfish. Now, if you want to send through the sponsors, we can actually give the sponsors' names, a bit of a plug, boys, so send it through to Baz at some stage. And we need a little box so we can do replays. We're ready to hit the dump button and do replays to look at bad umpiring decisions, great marks, clangers, beautiful goals. We need a dump box, boys. Only about $3,000. Good investment to the best team in country Victoria's commentating. Ball gets thrown up. Perella wins that one, but not to anyone in particular. There'll be ball up again in the centre, and the greatest umpire we've had in the last 2 years is about to throw it up again, Stephen.
Brigette and Perella. Stevens grabs it, he's dropped it when tackled.
He's gone in a peg now, that umpire.
Yeah, and back to Hampton, and he's got it. And he's, oh my God, there you go. He's just made...
No, that's a good decision. I don't mind
that. But the one before he missed. Grabbed by Merbein, they come round the corner. Davey misses it, Cox over the back, he picks it up. Grabbed by Gloucester. Jim Valance, he's slung with it. Kick back here to Merbein, they're using the ball well. Back to the big full forward, he's smothered. And he throws Timmy Gloucester like a bag of wheat without it.
It takes a big boy. Gloucester's not no little push around sort of a fella and got shoved clean off there.
I think that's why he'd have him at full forward. He's a big strong old ops by the looks of him. Willsmore, a little round the corner. Headley grabs it well, kicks it inboard to nobody, and
nobody's got it.
Nobody in Tongue's got it for Merbein. A near side back flank. He goes with his left boot across the field, looking for Arden. He's got it and gathers it and comes inboard, but it's cut off by Alex Morrish.
Good kick.
He kicks it over to Hulland. Hulland now goes for a gallop. He's under pressure. No, goes for goal. Goes for home. There's no one there. Will it dribble through? No. One behind.
Yeah, well, Karen Gregg's also a avid follower of the live streaming, Steve. And this good kick out from Merbein. Finds a player out wide. He dropped what he should have taken. Karen, just for interest, give the young fella a real touch-up in golf last Sunday in the match play, 3-1. So our current club champion got a flogging. So anyway,
Jimmy Valance under pressure.
Good tackle.
Yeah.
Balance just caught a little bit off balance there.
Davey went inboard, but he was under pressure. Stevens it is for Merbein, right in the centre of the ground.
He was driving a truck too, so he didn't even have a beer. That's what made it worse. Normally, buddy plays a bit better with a bit of grog.
Kick forward, Smith punches away from McGregor. Oh, he could nearly punch.
Oh, they don't argue.
How do you like that? Mead leads in the charge, grabbed by Stanley Cox. Around the corner, Nathan Davey, the handball. Grabbed by that McGregor. He's starting to look impressive, but Hampton cuts him off. Back to Gloucester, and he's tackled. Gee, she's
hard footy in there.
Yeah.
And there's no missed tackles. Everyone that goes near the footy's getting pulled down, both sides, which is good.
Inside 54, Merbein. Perella wins the tap again. Oscar Smith grabs it, but he's tackled straight away. And the umpy says, I'll ball it up again.
Ball gets thrown up, straight in front of the Valance constructing sign.
Oh, well done.
Spun around, still got it, didn't get retarded in the finish on the ground. Rose got it, snap round the body and he's kicked it. Nice goal from the old timer.
Only don't give him many opportunities to do that.
Well done.
A lot of hard work there, and he just made it look easy, didn't he?
Yeah, he certainly did. That's 4 goals to Merbein.
4-4 to 3-4. Welcome, Nick.
Yeah, welcome, Nick. Nick's fresh off the seconds first victory for the year. And welcome to the commentary box, Mr. Vine.
Thank you, Spot. Yes, it was good for the Twos boys to get a win. It's been a long time between drinks, and there's a lot of good play. Ryan McCain, particularly, was spectacular with 3 goals in the last quarter, as long as with a lot of good midfield work in between. Swartz is underneath the ball, and be a ball up. Ben Mullen up one, who was fantastic. Tap down, balance with the crumb, handball to Hampton, trying to get onto his right foot, finds it. Goes forward. Morris has got a job to do. Little push, but Arden not paid. Harlan gets handball to Morris. Picked up by Mead. Little shimmy kick forward. Stevens and Harlan do good hands by Stevens to trap it to Hills. And they're out for a handball here. Steven runs on.
Good run there. Trying to pressure to Hills. Smith closes in, makes it difficult for the kick, which is very important. And the ball will go out to the ambulance gate that we won't need for the day, and the umpire will throw it in front of the Valance sign again. I've said it about 10 times. There's been a lot of play go out of bounds just there. All gets thrown in. Doesn't really, favours the Merbein ruck, a good smother. And the ball goes through for one behind, and will be kicked out from fullback.
Davey's got Mead and Greg running from on the grandstand side. Mead takes an uncontested mark. He's got Morris out in front, who takes a grab under pressure. And he'll have to kick that again with Greg encroaching on the protected area. I'm not sure.
The locals aren't happy with that decision.
Not sure why Dallas
have a look at the ball back down here.
Get the ball back to Morris. So it's given Merbein plenty of time to...
I'd like the replay to have a look at that, because where the mark was taken was actually about the line that Scoop was on. He was actually where the mark should have been, but the other player stood there and did that. So Greg's got that one. Play on the left foot, swings around, drives it long, looking for Will's ball, well-bodied, takes a nice mark. And I won't Mozzie miss time. Should be 2 more down the side there, Mr. Vine. If you turn up on time, you'd see this. Repeating some of our early work, talking about how good bloody goals were to Ronnie McKay and how good bloody Benny Mole was. We were all over that this morning, mate. We were all over it. We started halfway through the seconds today.
Bristol's got nothing on us.
Yeah. Well, Dallas has pushed 2 now. Push one left and one right. Very unusual for him. He generally kicks pretty straight.
Tractor legs.
Left footer. Steve's right, tractor legs.
Booming kick in from Merbein. Nearly reaches the centre circles. Gathered. Fumbled. It's all bumbling around. Headley tries to get a handball out. Still a bit of pinball. Comes out to Davey. The ball doesn't bounce nicely for him. And another stop.
Bit of pushing and shoving here. Declan Anderson taking 2 on. I reckon I'll back him just the same.
So Merbein have got the ball to centre half forward without only just one kick. Morris fumbles. Comes out to Davey. Handballs out of space. Swartz doesn't quite get the bounce he wants. He's well bodied out of the contest.
Well held out of the contest.
And Merbein got a little bit of time here. The kick doesn't quite suit Donahue there.
Ooh, touched. Play on.
They play on inside 50. Oscar Smith reads it well off the boot. Ash Rose coming out of nowhere. Smith kicked it straight into him. Stanley Cox, little towboat. Blake Smith tries to get it forward. Swartz has
pushing back.
Has been given the mark, I think.
Yeah, it should have been a pushing the back, but he's called the mark.
50!
He plays on smartly.
He's supposed to go back behind the mark there too, anyway.
The ball goes to Wills Moore. He's got the size advantage on Ackes here, but doesn't quite hold the mark. Monaghan picks up. Kicks it in front of Hampton, but turns out behind Scott.
I reckon he's seen him out there.
Hampton gets the handball from Headley. Goes around one. Headley fumbles. Right foot snap. Just not quite enough. And it hits the out of bounds post, so it'll be a throw in the forward pocket.
That's an interesting kick from full back there before, come almost into the centre. No one touched it and it hit the ground. There could have been 20 people in the centre square, and one person, I think it was a tiny little fingertip on it, and that was it. Push out could have been given by Peake. Snaps around, Rosie didn't quite have anyone to go to. Dallas will get onto the left foot if he can. He's tackled, still gets on the left, bends it back, not quite enough. And one behind, that'll be Dallas's third behind. Not that I'm counting Dal, but that's 3. Merbein will look to kick it down the middle again. The players are all setting up in the middle. I think there'll be another long bomb.
There's a slight northwest
Can't let
today.
this happen again. Scoop.
And a free kick against Perella for the push there. So Merbein Ruckman will have a kick.
Giving away a few there.
Oh, not a great kick. Morris is in here again. Gets out of the tackle. Great strength. Kicks it inside 50. He's got Willsmore. Oh, doesn't quite hold the
How did we end up
mark.
with that?
And it's been given a free kick.
I think he's taken his arms, is what he said.
Brendan Payne has wore the free kick. Willsmore plays on.
I think he
Got that one.
There we go.
Got that
I think
one.
he likes on the run.
2 goals, 3 to Willsmore.
He likes that on the move kick more so than the set shot, boys.
So Ouyen retake the lead. Good reading of the play by Morris, and then to break the tackle, get it to Willsmore advantage, and Willsmore did the rest.
There's been 2 very long kicks out of full back the last 2 points. You're not got to make sure there's someone behind that pack, because both times have come over the back, and you can't afford to get that overlapping play. We've got to make sure someone's there. Yeah, I think it's absolutely deliberate. Nick Pohl was telling me about the Billy Ladder rule. They used to do it at Wellby Underbill 10, 15 years ago. He used to kick out, just one-on-one, everyone would just slap it over the back and just chase. Rowe went within and out it. This bloke's got heaps of it, touched off the boot. Cox is going to have to be good with it. Hill's had heaps of it, who's the co-captain. Smith gets it round the corner with his body, hacks it back inboard. Oh, uncontested mark at centre forward. In front of the Pingelly sign or nutrient sign or the Ouyen mix sign or elders. We'll get a few plugs in. Hope you've all paid your bills, boys.
So Donahue will have the shot here. He'll kick it from outside 50. A little bit of wind helping him. Cox flies in. Smith, he's going to try and run it out.
Hope we
He's got the
pronounced that right.
short kick to Headley. He gathers cleanly. Handballs out to his fellow under Bullion and Brown, and he kicks well to Monaghan.
Tate Hullen just went a little bit too early on that one, but he's made a second leg. Good effort, Tate. Rosie hits a target. Chips it sideways to Smith. Smith's got a bit of a run on if he wants to go. He's going to go wide out to Greg. No, he's not. He's going to make that hard. And straight down the throat of the full forward, who's looked at the goals. He wants to kick a big long one. He's driven it long and high, and Cox should be under this one. Oh, and he's dropped the mark that he probably should have taken, which will put Ouyen under the pump with a boundary throw in.
I think he was looking into the sun, Lord.
Oh, he could have been too, yeah, absolutely, Stephen. There's some long shadows out there.
Switch kick was the right idea by Smith, just not executed, and Ouyen have to defend well in the pocket here. Perella down to Greg, left foot, pumps it out. Joel Grace underneath it, takes it out in front, good hands. He's got Davey short, but he's going middle. He's got Willsmore charging through the guts. He gathers. Has to press pause for a second. Monaghan's leading on to the wing. Finds him. He's been using his pace well here, Monaghan.
Yes.
Kicks it out to Hampton. He out-bodies tongue really well there. Kicks it in front of Peak. And great mark. Good transition play by the Kangas and great option by Joel Grace to find Willsmore through the middle, open up the field.
Well weighted kick that, and look, Peake's had to take a bloody good mark there. Once again, he's at a lead. He's a couple of metres out from his opponent, and he's still made it difficult for him. I think if we can start using the ball and really hitting him up, he could be dangerous.
He's on a fairly slight angle, boys.
Yeah, the breeze won't be helping him, but
this is what he does.
Acute angle.
This is what he does.
He loves
Blocked
it.
it off the boot. There you go. That's what he's paid for. He's a good goal kicker. He's been leading goal kicker plenty of times in leagues, and you'd back him in more times than not.
A great transition play by Ouyen. That's the easiest place to score if you can get it on the move. It opens up all sorts of avenues, and they were able to find all the right places there. Well done on Hampton to win that one-on-one, and great kick out in front of Peake, who finished the rest.
Perella and Breguet go at it again. Won by Merbein, grabbed by Stevens through the centre, looking for full forward for Merbein, punched away by Stanley Koss, but back in, grabbed by Merbein round the corner, goes out of bounds, very quick, very neat out of the centre by Kyle Stevens, I think it is, with the long sleeves on.
Yeah, and Brinsmead, a good crumb in front and centre, but wasn't quite able to get it through. Boundary throw in Merbein's forward pocket. Falls to Davey, quick hands. Grace has got a gather and does. Gets into space. Handballs to Greg. And well tackled.
Doesn't happen very often, that. Josh Gregg ran down.
Cooper Dodds didn't give up on the chase, and just as Greg was about to kick it, Dodds had got him.
He's going to have a shot. No, he's going to go to the top of the square. He goes long. Punched by Cox. Through for one behind.
Good conviction there from Cox to make sure he spoiled it through. If you're going to impact the contest, got to give it a big spoil through to safety.
I tell you what, your son's got nothing on you, Steve, and he just looked at an air seat of bar go out in the truck, and he's read the engine block number off the truck pulling it, and he knows exactly what the model is. Ball gets kicked out though.
Wilsmore takes the mark over Stevens. Little chip inside the Grace. Good change of angles here by Ouyen. Anderson's got a bit of time. Takes the mark. Short kick to Brown.
Yep.
They're going through the middle.
Brown it is. Gets Greg in the middle. He wheels around on his favourite left. Going for Sam Mead at centre half forward. Kick for Jimmy Valance. Picks it up, but he's dispossessed. He goes in hard over it again. Makes a contest of it. Grabbed by Merbein. Geez, they use that ball well. Hey, how about that? The kick down the near side. Gloucester, can he cut it off? No, it bounces over him. McGregor. Gee, he's good. Look at him move. Man bun and all. Kicks for goal. Well. He's no slouch, that bloke, just quietly.
Man bun does it.
So with a little dodgy bounce in front of Gloucester, it fell into McGregor's lap, and didn't he execute from the pocket? And scores a level here, halfway through, or more, just slightly more than halfway through the second quarter here at Blackburn Park.
I reckon I saw that bloke get out of his car earlier. He's driving a Tesla. Yeah, I reckon that's. I think that the man bun in the Tesla got the sky down. Yep. I think that's the go.
He's got not much else going for him. He can play footy though.
No, he goes right there.
Oh yeah.
No worries about that.
So Smith into the ruck for the Kangas.
Well done by Merbein, hit straight down. Grace intercepts the handball. Look out, Lonnie, going to get cleaned up and does, and will be pinged. And he should have been and is.
Good tackle by Tunk.
Could have really been 50 for dropping the ball straight down. The kick couldn't quite get to his man, but it does now. He goes in forward. Gloucester will peel off him and does, gets it. Gets tackled straight away and no opportunity. And our umpire
Well
takes control, tells the other umpire to swap sides. I like the way this young bloke goes about it, Stephen. He made a few mistakes, but he's still better than the rest we've had for the last couple of years, I reckon. I like him.
It's all right. He's having a go.
He gets the grand final this year from me already. He's the only bloke I like. I like him. No lip, just bang 50. Doesn't put up with anything. Smith goes up, can't quite get the tap. Greg tries to pinch it and take it out the other side and can't get there. Good tackle there by Lonnie.
He repeats stoppages here for Merbein in the forward 50. McGregor down to Morris, falls to Swartz. Pumps it on the boot. No one got on the full peak. Taps it down, but taken
holding the ball
by Brigette. And it's all wrapped up. Middle of the ground.
Willsmore looked like he's knocked up. He's halfway through the first quarter. I'm not talking Dallas, I'm talking Pills. He's doing a bit of running. She's not going too good.
Swartz
Too many messages.
can't quite cleanly gather, but Grace Star's out in front of Willsmore.
Good kick too. That's
Great
good
mark.
footy, Grace. Good footy. Well, Willsmore will slot this one. He's gone one left, one right, one through the middle. I think he's got his boots lined up now.
He's definitely got the size advantage on that.
If he misses this one, it's Pills' fault for making him sit on a tractor for too long.
Definitely got the size advantage on Akas, so he'd want to make sure he capitalises on these opportunities.
Try on.
Yeah, called it, Stephen. I knew he'd kick that one. That's 3 goals, 3 to Willsmore. He's becoming a bit of a handful.
Beautiful kick by Willsmore. And great bit of play out of the middle there. Joel Grace running through, and the kick out in front of Willsmore is exactly what you want when you've got the size advantage. So goal lead here at Ouyen, 19-minute mark of the second quarter. Forget we're looking to try and get on top of Smith here and give Merbein a bit of centre clearance dominance, but Smith's able to get in places where Ruckman aren't used to opposing to. Row over the ball, can't quite get it, get quick hands but not clean. Bumbling around.
Get in there, Rosie.
Monaghan taps it in forward to Morris. Clean gather. Valance comes inside, drops the ball, gets the handball back to Anderson. He's just going to pump it on his left. And well marked by Frankel.
He's got it now. It's in half back. Switches the play out wide the wing. Merbein in the box seat here. They've got a man spare. 2 now. Greg can't quite close. Ooh, could nearly be a little 50 a tad late there, but I like the way he's made him earn it. Good kick, that's right. Front of the Elders sign. What's left of Elders and Ouyen. Ball gets chipped around the corner and goes out of bounds in front of the playground equipment, and will be thrown in. I've got a little tap on the side there from the ribs from Stephen. Well, Donald McGregor's pretty much it down there at the moment. He's chief cook and bottle washer, old Don.
Very, very consistent.
Ball's thrown in. McGregor.
Oh, that's holding the ball. That is holding the ball.
That is well
good decision.
umpire. He's your favourite
Thanks,
umpire.
Stephen.
It was a hot whistle. Anderson, he's got Davey almost through the behinds, but he's got Mead. He's got a bit of pressure from behind. Takes the mark safely.
Good talk.
Slide around the body to Scott. Well worked out by Ouyen. He's got Greg in the middle, finds him. Mead runs on.
Downfield.
Kicks it forward. Willsmore again. Just getting the right spots. Merbein Brain Trust might have to think of their match up there. He kicks it in front of Peak. Taps it down.
Tough.
Morris roving. Taps it in front. Wraps
Good
up the tackle. Falls to Headley. Try to get clean hands out. It bumbles around Peak. Goes through
well
one. Couldn't get through 2. And it's holding the ball.
Just a little one there. Good to see Tate Hullen just giving Harry Scott some instructions. They both run to the same place. He told him to turn around and push back into the open space and got the kick. So good advice there from Tate. The ball gets kicked down long. It will go out of bounds just about. Smithy's got it. But yeah, just good to see some... well, you wouldn't see Tate being as an elderly old head in the side, but it's good to see the young kids getting a little bit of advice like that, because it was good advice and good to see. Ball gets thrown in directly in front of the Jaspers Hill. Perella wins this one pretty easy. Can't quite get the good bloody hands over the top. That was weighted perfect. Harry Scott tackled after he's got his kick. Should have been a free kick. An uncontested mark in the back pocket in front of the Billy Buff scoreboard that's been going for close to 20 years.
Akask was able to get the switch and took the mark over Hampton. Rowe gets the crump, kicks it, and it's just Davey. Takes the uncontested chest mark. He's got Cox in the middle, and he's got time and space. He charges forward, kicks it long.
Oh, that's
bit of a hole.
Great grab.
Judged it well.
That's a bloody good grab.
Pointing to the fat side. He puts it just in front. His arms held, not paid. Peak charging through. And Merbein have got numbers at the full. They'll run out here.
It's all good hit, though.
Handballs to Stevens. He's got time. On to his left. Anderson reads it. Well.
Yeah, well done. There you go, Jardine, boys. I told you. 2 weeks ago. Put him in.
Draws the player. Handballs over top the balance. Willsmore's got to sit under this. Keeps his feet, but it falls to Merbein. Handball falls to Stevens. Donahue got time. Kicks down the line. Anderson and Brigette. Well done, Anderson. Gets his hand on it. Brigette recovers, gets the possession, and Perella wraps him up.
Yeah, I tell you what. I'm liking the Anderson inclusion there. I like him.
Reminiscent of his old man.
Well, he is. He just doesn't get beat. He's a bit like Gloss. He doesn't get beaten on one-on-ones. He's actually fairly quick for his size. He's strong for his size, and I love the way he uses the footy. Yeah. He always uses it well. Oh, Headley grabbed the man without the ball. Could have been given a free kick, but nothing doing by the umpire. Kicked around the corner. This will be favour the forwards. Or in front of the Greg's Electrical sign. We're going to give them a plug. And a good spin and tackle and holding the ball right in front of the Greg's Electrical sign.
Kicking board from Smith. Gives Swartz a bit of work to do, but he's good enough. Plays
Rode that
on.
well.
Running through the middle of Blackburn Park. Puts it in front of Peak. Can't quite handle. Hampton gathers. Can't quite get the handle out to Hullen.
Jeez, he grabbed that well.
And
He grabbed that nice.
great strength by Hooker to break the tackle. And well composed kick. Finds Tongue. He goes wide to Stevens. Going around his left, but he's got time.
They got the overlap
sorry,
near the boys.
this is Stevens now. A few long sleeve blonde haired players for Merbein.
We'll call him Smith from now on. Make it easier.
Long kick inside 50. Cox versus local. Good. Almost a good spoil, but
He didn't connect with his spoil.
No, that's the first time probably he hasn't.
he looked in prime position to execute the spoil, but local strong enough and claimed the mark.
Yeah, they've got him in there for his bulk, and that is working to his advantage at the moment. And he's sized it up from about, he's going to have to kick from 40, and does. And gee whiz, no one moves, including the goal umpire. That's why Mr. Hall would have him in the side, because he's a nice kick of a footy.
He likes his own kick too. Excited.
So scores level here. And it's sort of been a bit to and fro. When one team gets goal, the other team's been able to reply reasonably quickly.
Yeah, they're pretty evenly matched, aren't they? No.
Goals are you, Nick?
Numbers, mate.
Oh, no.
No, now to figure out.
37.
I've given Stevens a few credits for what Smith has done. It's all going to be thrown up again in the centre of Blackburn Park. Prowler gets it down to Willsmore, and he's wrapped up. So must have been a bit of chat that wasn't quite appreciated by the umpire. Handball comes out to Ouyen. He pumps it long. Cox is from behind. Tries to take the hanger. Can't quite grab it. Smith. The ball's bumbling around. Cox stocks it to advantage and safely finds the boundary line. Well played there by Cox.
Pressure there. Half time. Well, there was a quarter. Well, it's pretty good footy, wasn't it? And the scores are dead set level.
It's a 1 point margin at quarter time, and it's not much different at half time. So,
Whole point different.
yeah. So both sides will be feeling they're in a position to get a win here, and that's sort of what both sides want at half time.
Absolutely. Best players so far. Steve, Nick, who would you thought for Ouyen United?
Far away.
I mean, I think Dal Willsmore's been pretty good. Midfielders wise, there hasn't been a standout. They've all been
Swartz has done his thing.
Yes, Swartz is probably it. He kicked a nice goal as well, but I think probably my take out for the first half is probably Ouyen United's undisciplined. I reckon there's been 3 50-minute penalties from back-chatting umpires, and I just don't think we can afford to do it. So.
Nah, Davey and Anderson and Thomas Headley, you can't go past them boys across the half-back line and full-back line.
Yep.
So there's plenty of blokes who've contributed. Tate Hullen's presented well.
But even your Ryan Monaghan, he's not known as a top-end senior player, but geez, he hasn't done much wrong, competed hard, gone in hard. Look, I think overall they've been pretty good. Both forwards, like you've got Dallas and you've got Lockell, whatever his name is, both kicked 3 goals, so they've both been pretty busy up forward. And look, I'm looking forward to the second half here at Blackburn Park, Stephen, and it's anyone's game, isn't it?
Well and truly, mate.
We're here ready for the second half. The umpires are taking the field. I thought the umpires so far have been pretty good, Steve, but the natives down there are getting pretty restless with them. They've got a different opinion to what I've had. I thought they've been okay.
That's the beauty of the game. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
I'm normally one that's fairly harsh on umpires, and I thought there's been some bad decisions, but there is every week. I mean, it's a tough game to umpire. You only have to watch the television to know that it's not clear cut.
No, that's all right. And as long as they're consistent, I guess you can't ask for much more than that.
And they have been so far, and I think they've been pretty dynamite on the back chatting, which I like.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that either.
No,
if you can't shut your trap to the umpies, then you probably shouldn't be there.
Especially this young one. He's I've seen him umpire 2 games, or not counting the second today, seen him umpire 2 games, and you can tell straight away that he just doesn't put up with any crap, any sort of back chatting at all. It's 50, and look, I'm old. I'm sitting here a long way away from the field, and I'll pick that up on that umpire already. So you've just got to play that way. Yeah. He's not going to change, so that's just the way it's got to be.
We've got to be smarter.
Umpires follow the whistle and let a bit of play go. You can get rougher, but if they don't, you've got to be clean cut and you can't back chat. And that's the way the game gets umpired, and you just got to go that way with it.
Yep, and that's all right. As long as they learn, I think the game's even. Well, it's clearly evenly poised. It's still anyone's game. 42 apiece.
Yep.
Andrew Willsmore, he's had a half-time break to cool his heels, and he's
still pretty red. Still pretty red-faced. I think the 22 degrees is getting to him.
He just wants a pink shirt like the runner for...
I'm not sure who's on the tractor out there. He must have someone on it, has he?
Hey, he's 86-year-old fella.
That'll be what's going on. Does all the spraying and got to work weekends when the boys are out playing footy.
Yep.
Right, so we're about to start the quarter, Steve, and we've got filming footy and dartfish. This broadcast is brought to you by... Broadcast, loose terminology, that is, broadcast. Live streaming. KB's having a listen with his man bun there. He's been stroking the man bun. And... Maureen Ladder's at home watching it. I think they watch it over at the old folks' home there at out the Menang Room, Patterson's house. They come and have a watch, and the ball gets thrown up. We've sacked Nick for a minute. He's gone missing. Oh, Parella gets the tap, can't quite win it directly to somebody. Good work and hands there. Runs through traffic, drives it long. Rosie's got to watch the ball and didn't, and was outmarked. It's a good strong mark there from that young fella in Dacos colours.
Yep.
In who have we got? Acus, yeah, that's it. Now we've had 3 possessions. I still don't know who's got it. Out in front of the Karingal Contracting, Brent, if you're listening. He's got the sign up there. He's kicked it long, high, and Lockie's had a bit of a laugh. Found that fairly funny. I don't know why you would. And Davey's got a nice mark. Judged it well. Good little short kick, hit a target. Well done.
Grace, it is. Grace on the far wing. Goes long towards centre forward over the top of Ryan Monaghan. Oh, Hullen reads it best. Goes straight for goal round the corner. And he's missed.
Behind the stick.
That's good though. He's picking her up and reading it well. He's had one of his more consistent games today, Tate.
Boys are huddling, moving in the centre of the ground, so they'll either be a long bomb or they'll just pick one out. So they've done a bit of structure. Hawley's got them working good. They've got some game plan going on, which I think...
What's this one called? The huddle, isn't it? Used to be about 30 years ago. The kick in by Merbein. The big long kick. Parella's in the box seat. He fists it. Spills towards Merbein. Round the corner.
In the back.
Timmy Gloucester's in the back there of the good player in Buddy Hills, I think it is. He goes short, looking for Rowe. Play on, too short, back to Hills. He's dispossessed and caught by Greg. He's nearly lost his chance.
No, when he gets the ball, stands up off the ground, you're automatically gone. Good umpiring.
Josh Gregg kicks it to the centre of the ground. Joel Grace. Now he sizes everything up. Who's he going for? Hullen? No.
No, next paper's gone.
No. Stay there.
Young Lockie, we've put the strap on him.
Does the dodge and the weed, but only as far as Joshy Gregg. He comes to the near side now.
Brown.
Simon Brown, the little short pass to Hampton here on the near wing, right under the grandstand. Lonnie Hampton, they've slowed her down a bit. Kicks
kick.
it back to the
Good
centre of the
kick.
ground to
Greg's
Perella, looking straight into the sun. Off to Greg. Greg on the left, looking for Peak. How do you want it? Laces out. Peak takes one at.
I reckon Pete took off from the goal square the second that ball got squared up to Perella, because you've just seen Josh Greg peeling off for that, but he knew exactly where that ball was going to end up.
His left leg doesn't miss many targets.
2 possessions before Greg got hold of that footy. I reckon the full forward was leading to that spot.
He knows him well. They've played together. Peak will have a shot from 40. He sort of stabs at it a bit and pulls it.
Missed it.
Here's the chief commentator's back.
Had one too many cans at half time, maybe.
Yeah,
A couple too many scones.
cakes and slices and free cans.
One thing about the tuck shop here, she's pretty good. I'm not sure who done the soup today. Very nice pumpkin soup again today.
And the corn one was just as good.
I didn't have the corn one.
Oh, Brigitte takes the mark. Well done in front of Perella.
Did manage
Oh,
to...
he's missed it. Miskicked it. Hampton swoops on it. Yes, he gets through. Hampton wheels forward looking for Peak. No, cut off Ryan Monaghan.
I think he actually looked for Ryan there. Looked at that gap.
Jeez, he's not only going for Father of the Year, but he's still holding his own.
2 weeks ago, we had some beautiful Thai pumpkin soup in there, Stephen, which has been one of my favourite ones for the year. Leah McGlynn made that up. Anyway, I made sure I said thank you very much, great soup. And bugging me if there was an ice cream container full of that soup sitting on me, sitting in the fridge the next day. So I've had a guts full of that for the week.
Monaghan, look
Ryan
at that.
snagged it. Well done, Ryan. Good work, mate.
Oh, mate. Not only can he raise children, but he can also kick a ball. Unbelievable. He was only telling me how good a father he's been.
Father of the Year, I can't see how he get knocked off.
Yeah, I wonder what Zoe thinks of that too. He's done a lot of bragging though.
No tractor legs there, Stephen. He's obviously a spray operator, is he?
Nah, I'd say he's on maternity leave, I'd say.
He probably would be. There's about 300 of them out there, so they're only probably doing 2-hour shifts anyway.
Yeah, coming from you.
Yeah, we got 300. They're all doing bloody logistics at the shed yard, mate. None of them driving tractors.
God help us. Perella and Burgett. Perella wins the tap. Mead nearly gets it. Grabbed by Monaghan again. Mead spills it. Rowe swoops on it though for Merbein. He kicks it round. Anderson now leads in the charge. He gathers it one go. Gets a little chip around the corner.
Left kick.
Over the boundary line. Good result probably.
For a big slow bloke, he was very, very quick to actually see that ball coming out wide, and first one to react, and done a good job to get out there. When I say big and slow, he's not quite quick for a big fella.
Yeah, he's top speeds. Pretty sharp. Perella's got box seat here. And Jody Cameron called it, but it's going...
Gone the wrong
yeah.
way. Nah.
No, it has been given to Merbein. So, Brigitte. Waiting for something to present.
Decision.
Finds a short kick.
Dodds, mate.
Dodds got it centre wing.
In front of the Kringle.
Plenty of people in front of him.
Yeah.
The big pack row. Somehow gets the handball out. Greg positioned himself well and wraps up the loose ball.
Had to be very careful there. He knew that opponent was going to ground, so he was very careful not to give away a free kick. Well done.
Perella too big in the ruck, but doesn't really go to own his advantage. Well cleaned up by Brinsmead. Rowe on the left. Davey playing goalkeeper.
Lucky.
Takes the mark. Cox is quick to react and find himself in the pocket.
Shit, we haven't got anyone to kick to here. We're in a bit of trouble. He's going to have to be very, very good with his kick, or he's just going to have to bomb it long down the line, which is what he does. Goes looking for Hullen. Can't quite get it. And even look, he's got a quick handball there, but Duck couldn't quite get it. Oh, he's been done for a throw.
The umpire would have been in the prime spot to see it, so we got it back in there. Donahue doesn't quite take what he should have taken, and it falls out to Stevens. Right foot, little wobbler inside 50, falls to nearly Brendan Payne, the umpire.
He's shepherding.
Very good cricketer he still is. It comes back out to Stevens. He's tackled, handballs out to local. Right foot snap. Smith does well to Rory McGregor out of it. Cox gets it to Anderson, breaks a tackle.
Good side.
Kicks it to space. Holland and Hooker. Hooker and Holland. Holland gathers. Kicks it. Bit of a spiral, but it falls into the hands of Hampton. He's got Willsmore charging to the pocket. Bounces in front. And he can't break the tackle, but sees the boundary.
Jesus, his knee took a big impact into the ground there. I think it's hurt him.
It got thrown into the ground, didn't it?
He's limping heavily too. That could just be the impact. It might not be his actual crook knee, but geez, it looked pretty sickening.
It got thrown into the ground, didn't it?
Pretty spongy
Declan
in
Anderson,
that
brilliant.
pocket.
Cross half back.
Holland gets it forward. Rowe and Willsmore. Willsmore goes to the ground. Rowe somehow fashions the soccer out and finds the safety of the boundary line.
I can't quite see him. Bloody Joe, the cameraman's guts is in the road again. He's put a few kilos on since last bloody time. For 2 weeks he's been in a good paddock. He's been eating a few scones and a few.
Oh, one finger's missing, see?
Yeah, one finger missing. He's been in the in hospital too much.
Grace, good crumb. Right foot snap. Swartz has got some work to do.
He's got it.
Good
And
mark.
he's done the work.
Come on, bloody pills.
Somehow managed to get himself into the position to take the chest mark. Great bit of lower body strength.
Oh, Willsmore's ginger, mate.
Yeah, we're hoping it's just a jar.
Oh, it was definitely a big impact in a straight line, so it wasn't a twisting motion, which is good. He's done the old he's done the old Dermy and just give the old man a push in the chest. You can go. I don't need you.
So Swartz with an important kick for Ouyen. This would give them a 14-point lead just before halfway in the third quarter.
He taps
Pushed
at
it.
him, doesn't he?
Pushed it.
He taps at him. You want me to give him some kicking lessons?
It was,
He kicked that about 30 yards further than your longest kick, Steve. He hadn't even kicked it properly yet.
he was expecting that to probably come left or right of the wind, but probably adjusted too far.
Never give away the hole, mate. When you're putting, you always got to be just inside the hole. Never give it away.
Oh, God. Don't understand that either.
All get
Boom.
kicked out. Going as far as Perella, good hands into that. Knocks it out of bounds right in front of the tuck shop. Someone could whip down and get me some soup. That'd be great. So what was it? What did you have today, Steve? You had a bit of bloody
Chicken and corn.
chicken and corn soup. Oh, I didn't get that one. I actually asked if there was two and I got told one. So I normally have them both. But anyway, the ball gets thrown in again. Perella, big tap forward. Only as far as Merbein's getting the box seat there. Good handball out. Harry Scott, the good quick little hands out of Grace. Grace goes around the body. Puts it out in front. Oh, it was well done there by Merbein. Get a hand on that. There's no one really at the chance. Scoop goes crashing through. Lonnie gets it, pushed in the back, doesn't get a kick. Then too high, doesn't get a kick. Ball's going to get bounced again. I'm not sure what he's got to do to get a kick. Maybe hold his hand out, arm stretch when his head comes off. Ball gets thrown up. Tate Holland gets it. Shepherded in the ruck, doesn't quite get it clear. Merbein tap it down. Touch play on, get underneath that Greg and play fair. He does. Taps it out wide as far as Scoop. Law reads it. Reece Jones like round the corner, hacks it in full forward. They all fly up and couldn't quite get there. One behind.
It's a booming kick from Morris, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a good leg and he just makes good contact, just all timing.
Hooker's got the opportunity but goes straight over his head. Hampton tries to break the tackle. Handballs forward to Holland. He swings on to his right and finds Willsmore.
Looks like
He's got Scoop all by himself.
Play on, young fella, play on.
Takes the mark. Uncontested. 35 out directly in front.
Willsmore's got him.
He's still limping,
moving all right.
but not as much as he was. That little sprint then towards the ball gives you a little bit of encouragement. He's not too bad.
Don't like to see your top line players get injured. Not when he spent 12 months.
I'm not even sure which leg was it that he had done. Was his left leg or his right leg? Well, I reckon that was his left leg he landed on. So I don't think it's actually a buggered knee, if that makes sense. I think it's just an impact.
Okay. In case you haven't noticed, we're medicos up here.
We've
Degrees in all sorts of
I've
science.
done my full anatomy course, so I know all my stuff.
So Morris
Wife
was
seems to know
behind.
that sort of stuff too, but she doesn't know left from the right. I don't know how the hell that works.
Don't
Ball
start
gets
there.
kicked out wide, good pass. Only as far as the captain. He chips it back inboard. Oh, well done, Gloucester. Just get his hand on the ball and put his body on the line. Oh, tackle. Tate never had it and got pulled off it. And the umpire will bounce. Actually, wasn't Tate, it was Smithy, sorry. For those doing the stats, Smith. Hope we pronounced that right. It's thrown up.
He grabbed him, so it's got to be Ouyen.
Oh, finally get a kick out of the ruck.
Joe to Cameron called it. Eagle eyes.
Joe's all over it. Although he got the last three wrong.
Perella wheels on to his right. Booming kick. Swartz underneath. Well,
Push out.
body
There's a
work
push out.
there
What do you call that?
by Tongue.
Yeah,
He's
umpire's going a bit tired now.
No, I don't think he was watching.
No.
In front of the Ouyen mix in concrete. I've actually got shares of that, Steve. I don't know about you blokes, but the amount of money we've pulled into Jason Morris in the last little while, we could almost own that business. More bloody. We got more concrete out there than a bloody Italian's workshop, I'll tell you. Paul's going to get thrown in front of the Ouyen mix sign. Gets thrown in. Oh, no one actually gets that goes in hard. Oh, someone's hurt.
yeah, Donahue, I think.
I'd say he's just become a farmer. He might have a couple of acres. Yeah, that's what's happened. Anyway, going back to the ruck.
Could hear him go clunk from here.
Oh, good little hands. Oh, well cut off. Oh, Smith done a good job to get his hands in that right in front of the nutrient.
Oscar Smith.
I can't see. Is that the Ouyen tyre service over there? Is that Simo's sign?
It is Ouyen tyre centre.
There you go. There's another bloke we almost own shares in his business. Man, the muddy tyres we buy off him. There, no, him in the show. Every time a grader goes past, he's got buckets of nails. He just gets them to throw them out, makes a few dollars. Anyway, Merbein's in the box seat again. They hack it forward to centre half forward. Get under that, boys. Oh, great grab. Davies taking a hanger. Hope Joe Morris got that one. Megan Hastings even likes that from the bench. Good kick in the scoop. Bang, and a big hit after. Should be 50. Not on.
Morris reels on to his right. He takes off. The defence was not there. He's taken two bounces. The defence now comes. Don't argue. In front of Peak. And Swartz comes to ground. Sneaks a little kick out. And well read.
Well done.
Lackman with the mark.
One too many bounces from Scoop there. Yeah. Run out of room. Not enough real estate.
And Backman should know his limits, mate.
Although would he take 3 bounces there? That's 2 more than I took my entire career. I'd say that's 3 more than you.
I took 2.
Oh, you took 2, you bragging bugger.
That's the last time I played footy. You remember?
Yeah, I can remember that. That shocking worm-burning kick you kicked to me when you got your back broken. I remember at Sea Lake.
Oh, well, got you a goal, so just...
Nah, God, I was 90 metres out. I had no chance kicking a goal from there.
Stoppage inside Ouyen's forward 50. Comes out to McGregor. He tries to take on the tackle. Handball's out. Doesn't quite get to Smith. Morris is followed up. Breaks another tackle. Somehow gets the handball near to Willsmore. He's going to go onto his, was left, and then goes backwards to Smith. Kanga's trying to maintain possession.
Smith. No,
15 and a half minutes gone. Goes down the middle. Swartz makes a contest, and it's booted out, and it's...
That's going to go out of bounds right in front of the tuck shop. Got a bit boisterous early on with a few decisions, Steve, so the soup must be flowing. Warm day.
You've got to have something to yell about.
Have a look at this boundary umpire. You should be getting a zoom in there. He just looks the part, this fella. He's all over it. Good throw in. Perella gets it straight as far as good handball. Chips out wide to Smith. It goes over the top, and Morris has got it. He's not a bad kick of the footy, Morris.
Oscar Smith's put himself into the game.
He has actually, yeah.
Forward.
Last 5 or 6 minutes, Oscar Smith's been good, but look, I think it's a long way out. Long way out, but I just do like the way this fella kicks the footy.
On his left, and he's a big kick.
I do look like...
He plays on. He puts the boot into it.
Not going to quite get there.
Falls out the back to Peak.
Hey! Who's kicked it? Missed
Peak.
Peak's got it. Well done to Peak.
Jeez, we're not
That's his second. Oh no, we come straight from the Eddie Maguire School of Commentary, mate. We're not trying to be unbiased. We're as biased as they come.
Brian Rhodes, we don't barrack here. Yeah.
Actually, if it wasn't for Merbein being in Collingwood Gubbers, we wouldn't be calling the name at all.
So something out of nothing there for Peak, and the Kangas had probably controlled field position for the last 10 minutes without necessarily put on the scoreboard, but a 17-point buffer. So they might want one more just to defend into the wind a little bit in the last quarter. I'm not sure if Perella's allowed to start in the actual centre circle like he has, but the umpire doesn't see an issue with it. Swartz turned right, then left, and left his opponent in the dust. Hullen reads it best off the boot. Gets the crumb, trying to turn around. Doesn't quite make it work, but Morris head over the ball.
In the back.
And it's going to be ball up.
Well, that's either in the back or holding the ball, from my mind. He was bent over the footy.
And got taken out by his own teammate.
Fella tapped it. Good little chip kick to Morris, who's got it round the corner. Pete can't quite get it. Goal umpire takes control and says it'll be mine. One behind.
8 goals, 12.60. 6 goals, 6.42. The Kangas way.
Inaccurate kicking going on, but those 6 points are important. Not sure they're important for us or for Merbein, but they're important.
They will be at the end of the day, I'd suggest. The kick in, looking for McGregor for Merbein. Oh, that's nearly a mark.
That's a mark.
Oh, the actual players adjudicated themselves, I think. Even Greggy knew he'd infringed.
Yeah, no, that should have been a kick to Merbein.
Yeah, there you go. Bounce down. McGregor tries to get over the top of Perella. The ball's in over Schwartz, it is. Umpy says, I'll have it again. I suppose the umpy's allowed to get fatigued too. Perella and McGregor. Perella kicks it, or palms it, grabs it again himself. Back to Schwartz, back to Hampton. Hampton, the quick little hands. Schwartz toes it out. Grabbed by Merbein. Oh, the sharp hands. Oh, heels. Jeez, he danced around nice. He's gone, though. First option come back to him, unfortunately.
These umpires getting fatigued. They got fatigued about 20 years ago, Stephen. They've been around a little while.
Oh, you're not an umpire basher. You're a lover.
No. They're about the same age as me. I know I shouldn't be out there anymore.
Alex Morris.
He's a long kick of footy. He's a long
kick, but it's a low percentage from 50. He's going to have to kick it from outside 50.
I reckon he's kicked.
Just to the near side. The distance wasn't a problem, though.
Joe, the cameraman, did talk left-hand goalpost, and he kicked it to the right-hand goalpost and faded accordingly.
Right again.
Joe, the cameraman, was a beautiful kick of the footy. He had one of the best set of skills going around, but he would have needed 3 kicks from that distance.
Ash Road, the veteran, it is. Deep in the far back pocket. Goes down the side. Oh, McGregor, the big fly. Who's holding who? Blake Smith was holding, it is. Ferris, I think it is. And he kicks inboard to this McGregor guy who's been dangerous. He wheels around through the middle, comes straight across the gut, misses his target.
Go out.
Can Willsmore get to him? No, he can't. He comes down. Beautiful kick. Anderson reads it best. He grabs it up for the Kangas, goes inboard beautifully to Tom Headley. Tom Headley now.
Andy, just want to mention once again, mate, I was pushing for this kid game 1. Game 1.
Headley goes forward. Rowe reads it best. Grabbed by Merbein. Grabbed again round the corner. Only as far as Josh Gregg, who takes it on the near side wing.
He's cramping.
Oh, gee whiz. Oh, he don't like that. Oh, he's almost angry with himself. Goes inboard to the Duca.
Probably been on kids' duties all night. He's probably bugging.
Probably hasn't slept for 3 days.
Eleanor's been giving him a hard time.
Dukes goes across to Declan Anderson. He goes looking for Jim Valance, who marks it on the far right flank. Goes short, lowered his eyes and gets Bo Schwartz.
I can't wait to see Mr. Valance playing with his older brother, if that ever will become as possible. There's a little bit of a rumble that he might come to train a bit and have a bit of a run around, and he'd slot into this team nicely, I reckon.
I reckon this young fella might have him covered just quietly. I reckon.
Big statement.
Yep, this bloke's got a bit of bloody soap and bush all wrapped up in one, this fella.
So Schwartz here to push the margin over 20 points. He's chipped it up, but he's chipped it straight.
Yes.
And that was just a great bit of ball movement and ball control by Ouyen. None of those kicks would have been more than 30 metres, but they found the target, and sometimes a short kick can be effective when the defence is looking for a long kick.
I reckon that's Schwartz's second. 9 goals, I've missed one.
So that margin's out to 25 now late in the third quarter, and wouldn't the Kangas love to put one more on here just before the break? So Perella and Brigette
They're starting to bloody commentate out there now.
goes down to Mead. He breaks through, pumps it high. Headley's underneath it with Hooker. Falls to no one's advantage. Headley trying to spins out of trackle, but well wrapped up by Hooker.
Held up, though. 30 metres directly in front, mate.
Headley going to do battle and ruck against Brigette. Taps it down, and Brigette gets a crumb. Rowe tries to get a kick out. Brown gets a good position. Greg's going to be hot when he takes possession here. Goes back to Brown. He's trying to find, drops the ball. And in come Merbein. Little kick forward, doesn't do much. Anderson is going to get the crumb here. He's wrapped up and handballs it straight to Brinsmead. And he kicks it in front of the local. Judges the space, drops what he should have taken, and he's given the free kick against.
No, it's against the full forward, which it shouldn't be. I think that was pretty good body use, actually.
Yeah, he had the main position, and
I thought he held his ground pretty good there. Look, I don't like the two-handed push, but it gets paid all the time in the AFL as okay. And look, I think that was a pretty soft free kick to Ouyen United. But in saying that, I'd actually like to see that actually pushed out of the game. Shouldn't be allowed to use your hands, only your body.
Cox roosts it, and Greg was going to get the crumb, but the ball keeps going towards the boundary. Didn't that take a turn? That wind might just be starting to pick up from the north. Definitely favouring right of screen.
Generally brings rain in this time of year, Steve, doesn't it, from the north?
Don't like the easterly bit about it. No.
There you go, nothing there.
The ball gets
Forget.
Around. Big fella.
Tries to find his lever, he's taken, and that hurt.
I suppose.
It hurt him. Perella's, I reckon it's dragged his knee backwards or something. Yep. I reckon.
Swartz might try and run off here, but
He's actually quite injured there, I'd say, Stephen. I reckon the co-captain will come straight off after he does this.
Swartz is like, I'm just going to run away from you.
Oh.
House downfield, not paid,
Umpires.
and intercept mark for Tongue.
Aren't they watching? Well, they're not even looking. There's 3 umpires out there not watching that.
Hills has
Someone's
positioned himself
watching
behind the ball here is the runner. Long kick from Merbein.
that. Oh, Wynn's
Big
got that.
crack. Davey sweeps in. He charges off. He's got Willsmore in the pocket, but the scrambling kick's not going to work. Out of bounds on the full.
That ball held up a lot in the wind. It's a lot stronger out there than what you think. We're sort of a little bit protected here.
You only got to look at them trees, mate. She's it's not easy. There's a definite advantage to the right of screen.
Ball gets kicked long. Big Perella's in the box seat and takes the mark. Plays on straight away. Chips it high. Get underneath that, boys, and play fair. And the boys do.
Well
well
done,
done.
Adam Morris. Good stuff.
Put his body over the ball really well, actually. Dallas Willsmore around the right boot, centres it in goal square in front of Peake. He got it.
The big body.
Nice grab. That's a nice grab. A good centering kick by Willsmore to give him a one-on-one. And
There's 3 good. Yeah, good work by Adam Morris to Ryan Monaghan and to Willsmore. That's the sort of ball use we need to see more of, I think.
Adam Morris calls himself the bull shark, and geez, he hunted that footy like a bull shark, Dan. He was all over it, and hopefully Pete can capitalise on his great work.
Self-professed.
That's how I understand it. Peake to send Ouyen into 3/4 time.
What's he done?
He's kicked it.
Kicked it.
Might not have been free. But it's a 31-point lead for the United Kangas going into 3/4 time, and that was a very handy quarter, winning it by 5 goals.
Yep. Peake's now on 3, Willsmore on 3, and Lockley or Lockall, whatever his name is, Corey, 28 for Merbein's on 3 as well. So some multiple goal kickers already. And boys are they're throwing the tail in. They're going for beers. The 2 of them, they've had enough. So what we'll do is we'll have a bit of a break here. We'll compose ourselves and we'll come back for the last quarter and we'll see if we can't get a couple of names right.
Can I have your best players for that?
had to start the last quarter, and Merbein are hanging on their huddle for quite a while, and the expat Damien Hall is doing his chocolate in there. The boys are in tight. He's giving it to them. He's raised his voice 3 or 4 times. He's just really asking for a bit of a lift in this last quarter. They've got a sniff, and he's not happy with a few of the tackles and a few of the things, and he's getting animated. So good to see a bit of passion from Hawley.
Yeah, he's taken all of his time, unless the Kangas were really efficient in their huddle, but for Merbein scores a couple quick goals, and you never quite know what can happen in last quarter, especially when you've got a bit of a breeze advantage. I'm surprised the umpire hasn't really given the hurry up yet.
Yeah, it is one thing about when you've got the breeze, if you kick the first goal or the first 2 goals, it certainly gets in people's heads pretty quick that you're kicking against the wind. But no, Hawley very animated there, and I like that bit of passion. If you're within striking distance, you haven't won a game, you're within striking distance, and you haven't got passion for the game, you've got no business being out there.
There nearly would have been more Ouyen United related supporters or members than there would have been Merbein around the huddle, but you get that at games at Blackburn Park.
Yeah, there was 2 ex-presidents and a few selectors and a few others sitting around there, which was interesting to see.
I think for Merbein, all have to start in the midfield, and we better get the spot.
We are here for filming footy and dartfish, so thank you very much, guys, for putting the show on. We just need the little drop box. Baz, you better talk them through the week and get the information and get it to them. We need that for our big screen. Gets tapped down by Perella. Not going anywhere in particular, and it'll be another throw in. And
tell you what, Nico, you're missing out on the grand final celebrations downstairs. Things are going off in the reserves camp down there.
They like their win.
Yeah, Coach Ben Mole called an old-fashioned lock-in, and I think they're making the most of it.
Yeah, that's holding the ball. Good decision.
So he's trying to...
Yeah, no, he ran off and he called play on straight away.
Heads up play by Swartz. Willsmore taps it to Monaghan for goal number 2.
He's got it.
He does
Great
it.
Tap by, great tap by Willsmore.
For God's sake.
And Willsmore's running straight off here, so something might not be 100%, but he did all he had to do, tapped it to the advantage of Monaghan, and what a finish by he's probably a veteran now, but father of the year.
And he'd be the oldest player on the United list, I would have thought.
34. Oh, yep.
There wouldn't be too many older, I don't think, would there?
Yeah. All right.
Very important start there for Ouyen, just to get that first one in the last quarter.
Gloucester might be that age, maybe.
Tim's a spring chicken.
Is he? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Chicken.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Has notched up to 100 senior games though for the Kangas at the start of this season.
I don't know.
Morris has got a bit of a challenge here. Handball fires out. Valence is first to recover under pressure from Smith. Gets it in front of Mead. He somehow gets it out in front of Morris, but Page beats him there and brings Mead for Merbein. Gathers, and there's a free kick. And
you can't play on from that position. Come on.
Yep. Umpire Payne's all over that. So the ball come back to Page. He must have been held on.
Hannaford's still on over there, Stephen. When was the last time Hannaford's had a machine in the area? Oh, Cox nearly pulled it in. Geez, he gets up for a lot of them balls, gets 2 hands in them, just doesn't quite pull them in.
Well, crumbs by Smith there to lock it in and avert the immediate danger.
He can get off the ground like he does. Pretty impressive.
I bet you Oscar Smith and Timmy Gloucester love having him down there.
Oh, yeah. No, don't worry. He never ever gets beaten in the air, but he could take 10 hangers a game. He just doesn't quite pull them in. Ball gets kicked out wide. Duck. Oh, runs through the middle of the ground, chips it to centre half forward. There's a 2-on-1 situation. Got the box set here, and there's a 3-on-1 here. If the full forward ends up with this, we want to have a look at ourselves, and he's got a free kick.
Oh, Perella's got one hand in his back, or what? Have to be.
Oh, that's actually a bit of a mishap there from Man United. 3-on-1 situation. He was never going to mark the footy. He just can't afford to give away a free kick.
So Lockall here.
Lining up for his 4th.
This is where he needs to deliver for Merbein. And he enjoys it. He's trying to get his side sparked up.
He's almost like Dom Leach. He's got to tell. As soon as he leaves his boot, he starts yelling and screaming like he's kicked it. Dom Leach, have you ever watched him play?
He'd be on his victory parade.
No, Dom Leach, he'd have a kick. He'd start jogging backwards like he was an umpire. As soon as he started running backwards, you knew it was home. It was every time. You had to tell.
So, a great immediate reply there by Merbein. Keep them somewhat hopeful they can conjure a great last quarter comeback. A bit concerning for Ouyen where they had the 3-on-1 and just got a bit local conscious.
No, I mean, almost been a big focal point, so why not? You've got to give him his dues, but for a 3-on-1 you just shouldn't be giving away free kicks here. I love the pomp and ceremony with the boundary umpires running through and handing the ball. Remember last week, Nick, you were on the boundary umpiring and you were kicking it from centre half forward to the central umpires.
Yeah, trying to do as minimal as I could in the under 16s.
Well, that's hold the ball.
Yeah, come on.
Morris is over it. He's wrapped up. Who handball by Smith, and it gets it back from Brinsmead onto his left foot. Cox goes through his hands and out of bounds. He would have liked to have taken that one.
That's he drops a lot of those. Like, I'd like to get my hand on as many balls as he does a game like that, because he does get two hands on a lot of footies, but he's just not quite clean with them. If he started taking marks like there, he'd be playing AFL probably.
Brinsmead be the one to watch at ground level here.
Holding the ball.
Lockwood takes out of the ruck. Greg handballs it backwards and finds the safety of behind.
Another rule has changed now, that no longer is that the prior opportunity out of the ruck like it used to be, but he didn't actually get a clean disposal. Should have been a free kick and not given. Hando, wheels around. Handy and Dean Jardine, just remember, I told you to put him in.
I think it was fairly obvious,
Yeah,
No, that was my move in front of the Ouyen bakery to slide him in there. He said, we're already too slow and too bloody big. I said, no, he's got to go in.
He reads it well, doesn't he?
I like how calm he is when he gets the foot in his hand. He didn't pressure, and he just left or right, he just makes good decisions with his feet.
Good pick up by Swartz, finds Valens, he's under pressure. Well sharked here on the intercept. Smith on his left, fires a goal.
Good kick.
Just across the face.
Got the ascendancy, haven't I?
Yep, and I'm not sure if the cameraman got that, but Cox just had a nice little jump over the fence like it was a foot-high little seat.
Last time we had an Ouyen United bloke do that, he ended up in someone's car and smashed the windscreen.
Yes, Will Farah back in the first Kangas game.
Yep.
Back in 2016, the 10th year of the Kangas, I suppose, depending on how you interpret the COVID season.
Andy, good decision putting him in.
Good mark by Anderson out in front of his opponent. He's got Mead. Geez, he weighted that kick to perfection. Any less than it would have been turned over.
Any heavier or lighter would have been in a bit of trouble. Yep, good kick.
Mead just might pump this long. There's numbers at the full here for the Kangas. Holland.
Good body contact.
Out of bounds. Holding the ball. My apologies.
Oh, the local's not happy with that decision. We couldn't quite see it.
So Ashrow will take the free kick from Merbein. Davey back with the flight. Greg goes to ground. Smith to Grace and somehow got himself out of that little jam. Greg, long handball to Brown. On Mead, they did a little step there and Holland takes him his mark.
Can't take that off him.
Oh, wounded duck round the quarter, which might be in Ouyen United's benefit because it's going to be a hard one. Oh, that's a good bit of run there. Run and carry. Chips it inboard.
Well done.
And as far as Gloucester. That's going to go out the back to Grace. Get out of this, but he's 1-on-3. Good little handball over the back. Harry Scott's going to run onto it. Another quick handball would have been the go, but couldn't do it. Couldn't quite grab it. Rosie, good handball out the side. Lonnie's got this. A sidestep. Sold the can. He lines up straight and kicks a goal from about 35 out. Couple of good bits of play from the boys there.
Yeah.
Gloucester intercept. Well done, old timer.
So Joel Grace had the effort at centre half back. He had another effort here at half forward that led to the turnover kick that Timmy Gloucester intercepted. Then he gets the handball out and Kangas are out from there. Good little bit of crumbing from Ryan Monaghan to get the ball to Hampton, and Twinkle Toes Hampton did the rest.
Look, I honestly believe, we didn't quite go back far enough there. I think Anderson's bloody play there at the back, that perfectly weighted kick was the one that got us on going, and I think the bloody half a dozen stubbies from the bloody Jardine boys of my move 3 weeks ago. We've got to keep half him. I tell you, he's had a good game. He's not probably in the best 4 players, but he's had a bloody good game.
Hampton in the midfield now. Ignores the handball to Greg. He runs around. He dinks a kick on his right in front of Mead. The ball bounces back. Brown might be first to recover. Gets it back to Hampton. He might be a bit of a fourth quarter specialist. He had a great last quarter against Redcliffs last week. Peak runs through, keeps it front, but it might come back out through Merbein. Hooker.
Oh, geez, he looks good when he's moving, doesn't he?
He kicks it and it finds the guts of Brigette.
Does look smooth, doesn't he? I just like the way he moves.
He tries the left, maybe not the ideal kick for the ruckman. Smith and a bit of aerial ping pong nearly, but Mead takes the mark.
I think the bloke from Merbein just hurt himself there. I reckon he almost put a knee
Ooh.
in that. Yeah, he just hurt it again. He's off. Oh, no, he wasn't! No, he's done him for running too fast. Not the tackle. He's got him for running too far, which is probably there. Yep.
The tackle, was it?
He's called travel. Well, that's a good kick.
Yeah, Donahue gets it centre of the ground for Merbein. He's got Smith as an option on the wing, but it goes straighter. Kicks high into the 50. Cox spoiled from behind. Davey at ground level. Handball's up in the air. Cox, he's got time to wheel around to his right foot. And he's got Harry Scott, who is one of the best runners in the area. He's got Monaghan. He's free.
Monaghan on the far wing.
He's got Gloucester if he wants to come back in the middle. Tips it over and he's got two there.
Adam Morrish on the far wing. Adam Morrish takes a bit of time now. She's been hot potato for the last 5 minutes. Morrish goes on his left boot, looking for Hullen. What a fly. Oh, good fly by bloody
Brigette. His knee's good all of a sudden.
His knee come good then. Brigette goes forward for McGregor. Grabbed by Scott. Scott round the corner to Morris, who kicks it high and under. Oh, Mead's pushed in the back by Brigette. Obvious free kick.
I must apologise to Brigette. He's a left footer, so I was a bit harsh on my critique before. It falls to the back. And Simon Brown is in position, takes it.
He said, I'll have a shot here, boys. And speaking of the oldest players on the field, you're looking at him.
Yeah, leading...
I reckon Rowe might have something to say about that.
I don't know. Rowe's played a lot of footy.
So he's the game's record holder for the Young United Kangas is Simon Brown. Yes, and so he probably has a fair title on the Elder Statesman. He wheels around. It's going to fade right.
Oh.
Just a bit too much.
Come on, Willsmore, get hold of it.
So it's 36 points for the Kangas.
He's a bit flustered.
Halfway through the last quarter. Davey slightly underreads it.
Oscar Smith.
Tells instructions, small words, boys.
And it's going to be thrown up.
He had no idea where that comes from.
He's a bit buggered, old boy. Bounce down. Blake Smith and Brigette. Adam Morrish is overrun by Rowe. The handball comes out wide. Blake Smith's in again. He's going in hard. Tom Headley, he's dispossessed. So's Alex Morrish. Gee, she's on.
And just as the ball got loose, the umpire wants it back. Yeah. I wonder if it's the same thumb he injured back in 2016 that might be giving a bit of grief.
Tom Headley and Arden, is it?
Got his bowl in hand anyway.
Tongue there in the middle for Merbein.
The ball up, Brigette and Blake Smith.
Falls to Monaghan.
Monaghan. God, like a young fella.
Whenever he's been around it, he's been good. Page can't quite hold the mark. For the Swartz, he's taken high. And if the umpire didn't see the first bit, the Swartz made sure that he saw the the second part of the show. He's got short kick to Morris, but ignores him. Harry Scott's by himself in the pocket, but he goes to Morris.
Alex Morris has got the leg. Whether that wind's a bit stiff or not, I don't know. But the trees are still moving pretty hard, so he's going to have to give it his best if he's going to kick from 50 into that breeze.
He'd be nearly right into a teeth of it, but if anyone could do it for our Kangas, it's probably Morris.
One of the best legs in the business there, Nico.
He'll kick it from just on 50. He wheels around using the stand rule to his advantage. Gives it a fair old roost. He's done it.
That's a confidence booster, if anything, isn't it?
What a goal. Used the stand rule to his advantage and sent it through spot.
Yeah, no, very impressive. He's a nice kick of the football, Scoop. Always has been. He's never been a bloke that's wasted the footy. And 13 goals, 14.92 to Merbein 7.850. I missed one of the goals for Merbein. I'm not sure who's got them, but the ball gets thrown up again. Merbein in the box seat here. Look, the handball out. Joel Grace worked it out beautifully. Onto Valence, who chips it out wide in front of Hullen, who gets onto that.
Beautiful waiting on the kick. Hullen pumps it in. Zach Peake, do your best. Falls to Swartz, the right foot little dribbler.
Didn't even look like missing that. And that's his third.
And it's all starting to fall the Kangaroos' way, Steve.
Yep, which is good. I think they need that confidence booster after their game last week.
A couple of Merbein guys, I said they've been competitive until late in the game the last few weeks, and the same thing's happened again today. They just can't quite finish games off, which would be frustrating from a Merbein point of view. But
oh yeah, they're no slouches. I wouldn't dismiss them just yet. Smith and Brigette grabs it out of the ruck and gives the hands off. Intercepted by Hampton, who gets it again off Grace. Back to Hampton, the 1-2 off Adam Morris. He goes round looking for Harry Scott, who comes inboard. Kicks it towards Tate Hullen, who has outnumbered, but it falls forward. Tom Headley grabs it out of the spoil. Peake in forward. Grab by, row by. Samuel Mead roves Zach Peake and kicks a goal. Well, he
doesn't miss from there.
She's all over now anyway. Gee, that was good to watch.
Our little apprentice on the scoreboard's just called it. The fat lady started singing, Stephen. He's called it.
Where did you hear that from? That's
no, he didn't call the fat lady. He just said it's all over. We'll reach in and we'll have one more little bottle of water before we finish the day.
Two handy, opportunistic goals for the Kangas there. The margin now sits at 54 points. Oh, what a tap by Brigette to McGregor. Takes a bounce, gets a little shepherd, but I'm not sure what was the disposal. The ball keeps moving their way, and it's a high free kick.
Not much they can do about that one. He just ran into that. That's just unfortunate.
He's got a few little options, and great kick. Well weighted kick, and is this goal opportunity for goal number 5?
Yeah, he's kicked 4. He's kicked 4 goals 3, so he's certainly been their focal point, leading goal kicker. I have missed one, so maybe I've missed one of his. I'm not sure.
He's been a very good focal point for Merbein today.
Sorry, I've got them all. I've got them all.
He lets it out to the left.
He wasn't yelling and screaming on that one. He's now kicked 4 goals 4, so he's still having plenty of shots for goal.
And Josh Gregg will happily take the kick in. 17 minutes gone in the last quarter. He's got Anderson leading straight at him. He's got Mead all by himself.
On here. Yep.
Takes a mark. He's got Headley streaming on his right. Beautiful. Finds it easily.
Don't miss.
Look at the different angles of the leads here from Kangas upfield. He's trying to find Morris and finds his chest.
Front of the Pengelly Plumbing sign. Chips it inboard. This is good footy, boys. Oh, Ryan, bad luck.
Might be the first mistake Monaghan's made all day. Grace comes through, barges through more like it. And he takes the switch to Scott. He's got Davey through the middle, runs through the centre circles in front of Hulland. Goes over his head. Peake, gathers, Hulland, snap. Got a dribble, sits in front of Rosie, and he gets
another
it.
One. No, he didn't get a boot on it.
Come on!
No, he got his foot on it.
I can't believe that.
Anyway,
What do you call that for?
And it's been descent, but I'm not sure how Monaghan would have missed his foot.
Well, I thought he missed it, and then Ryan was actually pointing the line like he hadn't gone over the line.
No.
Anyway, no, I think it's come off Monaghan's boot, but he's actually must have touched it and kicked it after the line, I'd say.
Anyway, Merbein have it on their forward flank. Chips it, top of local. Anderson gets a little spoil in and he puts pressure on the ground ball too. Goes again, Rowe. Right foot snap.
Got her. Good kick.
Good goal.
Touch that one, for God's sake. Bloody peanut.
O'Callaghan's getting a bit boisterous. We're no more than 120 metres away, and we're sure that was a goal from here. That umpire, standing side on like that, he should have known better and got that decision right. No, Monaghan pulled the ball down.
Oh, he pulled it down.
Pulled it down onto his boot, and the goal was obviously deemed he was over the line.
That's all it could be.
Yeah.
He must have been over the line.
Rosie argued that he wasn't, but anyway, that is in the history. If you ever look at tomorrow's paper, that wasn't a goal. That one is. Who's kicked that goal? I missed it.
I don't know, someone.
Who did kick that? Wasn't the full forward, was it? Ball goes up in the middle. Merbein wins another tap. Oh, no one really gets a ascendancy there. Everyone goes in hard. There's not really a... Rowe comes up and got it again. A few United fellas cramping. There must be a heavy underfoot out there, I think, this oval. Gets thrown up again. Smith goes up. Can't quite tap it. Oh, great tackle by Gloucester.
Yeah.
Gone 7 days a week. And McGregor pretty smooth when he's got the ball in hand. Hasn't been tackled like that very often, I wouldn't have thought. It's a good kick out wide to duck if he can get under it. He's going to have to bounce. It bounces shithouse. That happens. Ball gets handball. Crab backwards. Good hands there. Inboard. Chips it wide. Oh, a bit of a push. Goes again to the full forward who wheels around. Changes direction nicely. Cox should be in the box seat here. Oh, it's going to bounce. Gloucester's got it. Hands out wide. As far as Anderson. Anderson got it on the left boot again. Chips it. Doesn't miss too often his left foot, even though he's not a left footer.
Oh, too high.
Too high. Should have got a kick and didn't. Gets hacked up. We've got to go for that one, and we do. Rowe's got it again. He's getting plenty of footy for an older fella. Presuming he's old. He's bald. I just presume he's old. He might not.
He's only 22,
Yeah.
for God's sake.
Scoop's got this one. Oh, it's got poise like Reece Jones. Beautiful kick inboard.
Reece Jones,
And he
he's
just
not
turned
that dirty.
and swung. I said poise. I didn't say anything about the way he plays. Rosie takes it on the chest. Turns one way. Turns the other way. Wheels around on the right foot. Chips it over to Hullen. Another good work from Rosie. Chips it forward. Looking for Peake. And he's marked it. Great stuff by Ouyen United. Good footy.
It all started from a clean gather and bust through the little stoppage and turn onto his right foot by Morris, and they were out onto the far side.
Oh, gee whiz.
Geez, we can hear the music from underneath murmuring through the roof here at Blackburn Park.
The duff coming from the bowling green.
It'd be a little old between drinks for the twos, boys, so that making sure they enjoy it. Zach Peake puts it straight through the middle.
He doesn't miss them angle ones, does he?
And Ouyen are back out to over a 50-point lead. Fourth goal there for Peake. He's had some good service at times. The midfielders have been able to put it out to his advantage, and Hullen just nice and soft out in front, and that's where you like it as a big key forward.
I love the service from the back six, if suppose you call it that. They're working, starting to get to gel together, I guess, and they know each other's game, and it's good to see.
Morris tries to get the handball back to Grace. He's strong over the contest. Gets it to Pirelli. He's got Headley, who's going to be hot here. I'm not sure if there was a tackle.
Come on, oh, young fella. He didn't actually tackle him, Mump. Oh, that's a shocker.
Man just lost a couple of points.
Yeah, anyway, we'll let it go.
Donahue
About enough.
puts it in front of McGregor. Smith does enough to bring it to ground. He's got Smith on Smith. It comes out. And it's a minor score for Merbein. Davey's got Anderson breaking for him, and Anderson can get it and run. He likes to take a bounce, and Locals put on a good chase here. Just turns the angle.
There you go.
And the crowd enjoy the runaway. The ball lands harmlessly. Good little turn by Dodds. He puts it into front of a few people, but no one in particular. Good work by Gloucester. Anderson gets it to Greg. Easy little chip to Grace.
Here's a good charge out of there. Backed himself in, Declan Anderson, didn't he? He's actually quicker than you think. Just he looks big and slow, but he moves. Yeah.
Grace puts it on top of Morris's head, but I wouldn't be too unhappy with the ball harmlessly going out of bounds. 23 and a half minutes gone here at Blackburn Park. Ouyen 16-15, 111, leading Merbein 8-10-58. The ruckman will look into the sun. The ball falls to Brown, bubbles out, Rowe, gathers, handballs out in front of Dodds. He gathers cleanly. Hooks the kick back centre field. Well read by Bismee, can't hold it. McGregor over the top, he can't gather it either. Greg tries to puts it out in front of Smith. He gathers, spins out a tackle to Anderson, and that's going to find a target.
Very good there. Davey in the back pocket goes across to Headley, and he sure hands, and he goes further wide out to Jimmy Valance. He plays on and goes to the wing and finds Alexander Morris. He comes inboard looking for Blake Smith. A bit of a training run. He wheels around now and goes out looking for Tate Hullen. He's pushed in the back by Hooker, but falls to the advantage of Ryan Monaghan, who's having a day. Back to Hullen, who's having a good day himself. He gets it on to, oh, gee whiz, who's that? Oh, Swartz. I should have got that one. What a shot. Oh, gee, he's done the little shimmy and the sideways step. I don't think he's broke into a sweat yet, has he?
He put the dance moves on his opponent and just unfortunately wasn't able to make the right foot banana work. Merbein have got a long option here. Goes over ahead of a few. Cox is trying to do his best here to rove it. Ball falls out of bounds.
I think there's a lot of puffing and blowing. Everyone's given their all today, both teams.
So Smith would go on the ruck for the Kangas here. Brigette's battled manfully for Merbein. He gets a little handball out. Swartz
he's met
over it.
That's holding the ball. Done.
That's an AFL little holding the ball, and Swartz was smiling all the way to that free kick.
Holland again.
He's been a great link-up man, Holland, and Peake. You can tell there's a little bit of chemistry developing here between Holland and Peake. Wherever Holland is looking, Peake is falling into that spot.
Yep, you're dead right. Peake's starting to hit his straps, but when he's got delivery like that, he cannot go wrong. Zach Peake from 35 directly in front. Stabs a beautiful goal straight through the middle.
Beautiful kick, and that is number 5. And nothing like a key for getting a handful of goals.
Yeah, it's always good, traditionally.
Yeah, it'd be a tough job being on a vote card today, Steve, for the Kangas.
Would be. Lucky I'm all over it. 17-16, 118. Merbein 8-10, 58.
Good shift sideways, Hero Callaghan.
Oh, I have not seen a better forward defence from someone as uncoordinated as you, but that was expertly done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, it's not going to be an easy gig. Actually, the vote cards this year, doesn't matter which game, and it's never been easy this year. They haven't had standouts that are just head and shoulders in front, but anyway, good win by Merbein in the centre, but it can't quite get out. Smith gets a hurry kick for this, will bounce over the top of his head, and it does. Duck gets it, reads it beautifully, chips around him, nice little left foot out wide, can't quite hit Sports, but he's good enough. Anyway, runs around, he's run his 10, he's run his 10.
There you go.
He was going to get hit for travel anyway, and
He's done his vote.
he was trying to get onto that right boot, just didn't quite have the wheels to get there.
Great chase by Akas.
He goes good.
Back to me, Backman.
Lee Page, left foot out of defence, and he's overshot the runway, and Greg will happily take the uncontested mark. He's got Headley on the flank. Looks like he might ignore him. He's got Simon Brown a fraction longer. Stands tall on the ball.
Joe's assistants talking about it being a long quarter. It's 27, nearly 28 minutes already gone in this quarter.
He's got Grace in the middle.
Pretty soon.
Owen would love one more.
Shoot that, Joel. Big torpedo. I tell you what, Joe's assistant was all over that. He's only 6 or 8 seconds out. He's not even having a shot.
He knows the job is done, and no United Kangas have responded in nearly the best way possible. They were challenged in the first half by Merbein. It was drawn at half time, And Ouyen United Kangas 17-16, 118. Run out 60-point winners over Merbein. 8 goals, 10-58.
6 goals apiece at half time, was it?
Possibly. I can't recollect the score.
6 goals apiece, I think it was at half time. So Ouyen United have kicked 11 goals in the second half, which is a pretty good score. Goal kickers for both sides. You've got McGregor with 1, Rowe with 1. The full forward and Corey Lockell, whatever his name is, has kicked 4 goals, 4, sorry. You've got the Lackmans kicked 1, and for Ouyen United you've got Scoop with 1, Tate Owen with 1, Sammy Mead with 1, Bo Swartz with 3, Dallas Willsball with 3, Zachy Peake with 5, Hampton with 1, and Ryan Monaghan with 2, with a very unusual spot playing forward a fair bit. And Jesus, there's no passengers for Ouyen United today. It's going to be tough with a scorecard, with a vote card, but it's much better trying to work out who you're going to put in than what it is, Steve, to work out who you're going to.
Last week. Yeah.
Then who the hell can I put forward that don't deserve it?
The difference, I think, between Ouyen and Merbein is Ouyen were able to get on that transition a bit more, find that link kick and find the fat side of the ground, and when they did that, they looked nearly unstoppable, creating opportunities for Willsmore and Peake and Swartz up forward with a bit of space and time.
I mean, Peake's a perfect example. I mean, when you deliver the football to him, he kicks goals, and we've just been bombing a lot to his head. We've just got to get it out in front, give an opportunity quickly with a one-on-one, and put the ball in a bit of space. And he's bloody good. We've just got to give him them options. And I think Ouyen United towards the end of the year, when you see Tate and you see Joshy Gregg look for him and hit him up properly, he looks bloody damaging.
Yeah, just the ball use in the second half by the Kangas to put on 11 goals, I think. It might have been 6-6 apiece, I think, maybe at half time.
Yeah, I think it was.
So to kick 11 goals in half, you've got to be moving the ball well, and probably little things as well. Like we noted Adam in the third quarter, Adam Morris's little knockout and pressure to get the ball into someone else's hands, and they did the team things really well today, the Kangas.
Well, it's actually, as much as your superstars are, they win the games, but your Harry Scott had a pretty good game there. You got your Declan Anderson was really good, I thought. Valance come into it later in the game, didn't get caught as much as in the first half, and then you've got Rosie Monaghan, who's not known for a bloke that's going to get 35, 40 touches in seniors, but he's kicked 2 goals, done a lot of stuff, probably made 1 mistake for the entire day, which was a drop mark, and his foot skills, which he's not known for. I don't think he missed a target for the whole day, including 2 goals straight. So, they're the sort of fringe players that you need to win. Absolutely.
When your bottom 6 and 8 are playing really well, it makes a big difference. So, Ouyen United, they're all smiles. The recruits and locals are blending in fantastically, and they've got the music going on downstairs. A little bit of a party atmosphere at Blackburn Park. The Kangas winning both the reserves and seniors.
Tough day over the Netball Club, I think, today, but thank you very much for putting up with us. Thank you very much for filming footy and dartfish and all the sponsors throughout the day. Joe, the cameraman, his assistant, Lockie, and on behalf of Nick, Steve and myself, we'll see you in a couple of weeks at the next home game. Good luck.
Good boys. Good job last week. Good to have a win.